Us.
Us. Nuevamente, you already know. Estamos aquí.
Yep.
Los senpaidominicanos. Open Topics with Don Armando, Martial Arts Edition. It's not Wednesday, it's Friday.
What?
We have a special edition. Very special edition. I'm with me here today at the studio is the Honorable Master of my city for San Pedro. Big up to Serie 23, San Pedro de Macoris. Aquí está el maestro Gilberto Santana, que tiene un gran testimonio y gran, diría yo, gran experiencia y credencial en lo que es el arte marcial en San Pedro de Macorís, la República Dominicana. So, con mucho honor, con mucho vigor, presentamos al honorable, legendario, el hermano maestro, Us. Hable, hermano.
Gracias por invitarme a este prestigioso programa.
Thank you for inviting me to the show.
Me siento orgulloso de estar aquí con un antiguo estudiante de San Pedro de Macorís.
I'm very honored to be here on the show with one of my former students from San Pedro.
Aquí estoy dispuesto a recibir cualquier pregunta que me hagan y contestársela en la medida que yo pueda.
I'm here and ready and able to answer any questions at the rate that y'all can.
Así que de mi parte estamos listos para la entrevista.
That's why on my part, on my behalf, I'm ready for the interview. Bueno. Comenzamos. Para los que están escuchando, vamos a hacer esta entrevista en parte. So, hay tiempo y para los que están escuchando, si tienen preguntas, hagan sus preguntas para después luego ver las preguntas y ponerlo en papel para luego hacerle la pregunta en la próxima sesión. Pero vamos a comenzar con esta pregunta de primerito. ¿En qué año comenzó el arte marcial en San Pedro de Macorís? ¿En what year did martial arts start in San Pedro de Macorís?
Mis inicios en las artes marciales fue yo estando menor de edad, como a los 14, 15 años, en San Pedro de Macorís. En esos inicios, mi primer profesor fue un libro de Karate Do que mi hermano mellizo llevó. Y yo me interesé en ese libro, comencé a ver la figura, los dibujos, la patada, y comencé a entrenar con un libro de Karate Do.
So my beginnings in my journey of martial arts started when I was around 14 years. My twin brother brought me a book of Karate Do, and I started studying from the book and started practicing from the book and sharpening my skills.
Después de ahí, yo practiqué en el patio de mi casa, hice un sambap, hice un makiwara que estaba dibujado en el libro, y visitando el pueblo había una librería que se llamaba Librería El Gallo, y ahí yo compré otro libro.
So there came a time where I started practicing in my backyard. I made my own sandbag. I also made a makiwara, which is the wooden dummy. I made it off the drawings that I saw in the book. From there, I went to the bookstore known as the Gallo bookstore, and I followed up with more karate books.
Ese libro era hecho por Bruce Steiner, un gran maestro aquí de los Estados Unidos. Entonces, cuando yo compré el libro de Bruce Steiner, yo venía caminando para mi casa y por el parque me encontré con una persona llamado Nelson Vera, y me preguntó si yo practicaba karate y yo le dije que sí.
Sí, sí.
Yo le dije que sí, entonces él me dijo, yo también practico. Mi profesor es Víctor Karate. Yo cuando eso no conocía a Víctor Karate, él dijo que me iba a presentar a Víctor Karate, su maestro, que fue el pionero, el primero que llevó el taekwondo a San Pedro de Macoris. Víctor Karate, el padre del taekwondo en San Pedro de Macoris.
Eso no es ni que traducirlo. That needs no translation.
Entonces la historia mía viene desde 1968, a finales más o menos. Entonces entrené con el Patico, que era su apodo, Nelson Vera. Él me iba a entrenar, me dijo, y entonces yo comencé a practicar con él y él me llevó a mi casa un libro de Oyama, Masutazu Oyama. Ese libro me gustó muchísimo.
Y para los que están escuchando, Oyama, sabemos que es el padre del sistema de Kyokushin, también el padre del sistema de the Oyama System. Ese programa, el Kyokushin, el papá programa del dojo de donde yo vine. Yo me crié en Cero Karate. Cero vino bajo Kyokushin, que está bajo Oyama, que era mejor conocido como la mano de Dios, porque ese hombre le mochaba el cuerno a un toro.
Sí, correcto. Gran Master del Oyama, Masutazu Oyama. Entonces yo entrené un tiempo con Nelson Vera, que le decían el Patico, y después de un par de meses él me llevó a visitar la escuela del maestro, escuela de patio como eran,
sí,
en el bar Cattle Club. El Cattle Club era un bar de la mamá de Víctor Karate, y en ese patio él tenía la escuela y había una habitación también donde se hacía pelea. El primer día que yo fui con Nelson Vera, Víctor dijo que me quería probar, y entonces al probarme me echó 3 personas juntos para mí solo. Yo no eché para atrás, vamos a ver qué pasa.
Yep.
Me puso a Toño Davis, al mismo Nelson Vera que me estaba entrenando, y a Nelson Malú. Y cuando la pelea comenzó, yo agarré, le di un dolio chagui en la frente a Nelson Malú, le hizo un chichón, se agarró con la mano la cabeza, me viré, le di un gancho a Nelson Vera por aquí, para atrás del cuello, en el cocote, y se fue de boca. Y me le fui arriba a Toño Davis y le di un jopsudo, como decían, porque él le echó para atrás y se recostó de la pared. Cuando yo le di ese jopsudo entre la quijada y la oreja, cayó en el piso rodando, sentado. Y Víctor Mota mandó a hacer chario, que significa atención, todo el mundo en línea, y me presentó como el segundo profesor de la escuela.
Wow.
Wow.
Yo, shout out Skeleton, I see you. Muchos de los ataques que él estaba diciendo en japonés son ataques de trompa y otros son ataques con la mano filado, un chop, adelante y atrás. El bridge hand, que viene siendo la parte de adelante y la parte de atrás. Yeah, shoto, which is bridge hand. So, olvídate de eso. Esos son movimientos de knockout. Cuando tú le pegas un chop de eso en el cuello a uno, eso por más fuerte que sea, eso ataca un nervio, que eso te tumba. Por más fuerte que tú seas, eso te tumba, aunque sea por 2 o 3 segundos, que es lo único que un enemigo necesita para acabar con tu vida o para alargarse. So, una de las dos cosas va a ser. Wow.
Entonces esa fue la primera visita que hice a Víctor Karate. Buen pateador, buen maestro. Para mí, entre los 3 o 4 mejores entrenadores, él es uno de los más destacados. Tenemos al maestro Norberto Puello, Sócrates Puellos, a Ramón Smith, y no menciono más personas porque son las 3 personas que yo distingo en las artes marciales.
Ok, maestro.
All right. Do you have a question you want to ask him before I get back to the list?
Yes. Hola, maestro, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, por aquí, gracias, bendiciones por participar en este programa.
Sí. Yo nací en Estados Unidos, pero en mi tiempo, pero yo creciendo 2 años en San Pedro de Macoris. Y en el tiempo, mi tía, en paz descanse a ella, profesora Modesta, ella es una profesora en la Universidad Central de Este.
Okay.
Pero yo recuerdo un día, pero yo tengo 3 o 4 años, yo a ver mi primer clase de artes marciales en la Universidad Central de Este. Pero tú conoces a alguien, ¿quién eran el maestro? Yo creo eso en la época 1983, 87, 6 o 7.
Ahí teníamos
quién?
Dígame. Ahí,
Okay.
teníamos a Julián Encarnación, teníamos a Belí, que era Elizaldo González, y no me acuerdo muchas personas, pero había muchos estudiantes míos en esa clase, porque todos fueron estudiantes míos. Esa persona que te dio clase era mi estudiante.
Wow.
Ok.
Cualquier otra pregunta me la hace. Esos estudiantes míos formaron en la UCE, el equipo universitario formaron de la UCE.
Yeah.
Estaba Carlos Ley,
Okay.
estaba Carlos Ley en la UCE, el que te daba clase estudió medicina, cardiólogo, es cardiólogo. Lizardo González vino, se quedó aquí en Estados Unidos, y ese grupo fue un grupo muy bueno. Estaba Daniel Vargas, y ese equipo era para competencia universitaria entre universidades.
Ya lo sabes.
Y eran buenos los muchachos.
Ya lo sabes.
They
were the varsity of San Pedro. They were the dream team of karate of San Pedro. Ya lo sabes.
San Pedro de Macoris se convirtió en la potencia número 1. Twin Taekwondo, Centro San Pedro, que era mi escuela. Entonces fuimos despreciados por la federación porque hubo mucha rencilla, mucha envidia, y nos bloquearon. El presidente de la federación dijo que la gente de San Pedro jamás iba a viajar. Y por más buenos peleadores y por más que le ganábamos, nunca viajamos.
Bueno.
Porque ellos decían que ahí vienen los campesinos a la capital a dañarle el torneo. O sea, aquí vamos a dar golpes y vamos a ganar competencia y vamos a arrasar. Ese fue el gran problema de San Pedro. Por ser tan buenos peleadores, nos bloquearon. Porque en la capital es que están los dirigentes, los jefes de las federaciones, los árbitros, los jueces. Pero San Pedro fue una potencia. Derrotamos a San Cristóbal, que era la potencia número 1. San Cristóbal le ganaba a la capital, a los pueblos, a todo el mundo. Nosotros derrotamos a la gente de San Cristóbal. Luego, San Juan de la Maguana derrotó a San Cristóbal, porque se convirtió en la mejor escuela del país. Después derrotamos en los Juegos Nacionales a San Juan de la Maguana. O sea que San Pedro quedó siempre arriba, todo el tiempo. Pero a nivel de federación no viajamos, no bloquearon. Cualquier pregunta la puede hacer.
All right. Twin, ¿qué diría usted? ¿Qué estilo de karate es el estilo que usted se identifica con la cual más? ¿Y cuál ha sido tus certificados en asistencia de rango?
El estilo que me identifica es el taekwondo. Comencé con karate tradicional, luego con el taekwondo también tradicional, que era el taekwondo que se hizo en los años, al comienzo de los años 80 y a finales de los 70. Luego me metí en el taekwondo olímpico, que es el sistema que usa la pechera, que es un sistema de puntos. No es un sistema de callejero, de defensa personal, porque el taekwondo original, la gente dice que es la ITF, pero la ITF no es un estilo, la ITF es la International Taekwondo Federation. Entonces se dice que el padre del taekwondo es Choi Hong Hai, pero Choi Hong Hai no es padre del taekwondo. Choi Hong Hai es padre de la palabra taekwondo. Porque el taekwondo existía en los kwanes. Habían 5 kwanes principales. Los kwanes son las escuelas principales de Corea, que era la KTA, Korea Taekwondo Association. Entonces la gente piensa, y se quedó ese nombre, que Choi Hong Hai es el padre del taekwondo. No lo es. Porque Choi viene de Karate Do, se hizo cinturón negro en Japón, y no hay padre de taekwondo. De la palabra sí.
So, él viene siendo padrino del nombre de taekwondo, que es la combinación de usar los puños con los pies.
Okay.
Pero no el padre del fundamento de la primera escuela.
No, porque ahí viene el Subadú, un estilo antiguo antes de Cristo. Viene el Taekyun, Entonces del Tai sacaron la palabra Tai y le metieron Kwon, que significa mano. Do es el sistema, método o arte o el camino a la realidad final. El Do no tiene fin. El Do es un sistema de vida. Entonces, el taekwondo no fue creado por Choi Hong Hai, como la gente cree. Choi tuvo maestro. Y el que tuvo maestro no puede ser creador de algo. Eso pienso yo. El creador de la palabra taekwondo fue Nan Tan-hin junto con Choi. En una reunión, en un restaurante, sacaron la palabra Kwon, Tai, y pusieron Kwon, quitaron Kyun. Tai Kyun, quitaron Kyun, y dejaron Tai, Kwon, Do. Kwon significa mano, golpear con la mano, bloquear con la mano. La palabra Kwon viene del Su, mano, porque es una tradición del Su, el camino de la mano china. Porque el taekwondo está influenciado por el karate do. Todos los maestros de taekwondo que fueron famosos practicaron karate do. Primero, Wong Kun Lee practicó taekwondo. Wang Ki practicó taekwondo. Choi Hong Hai practicó taekwondo. Todos practicaron karate do japonés, y fueron a Corea, y en Corea se prohibió practicar las artes marciales en la invasión japonesa 1910 hasta el 1945, por ahí 43, que se acabó la guerra mundial. Las artes marciales eran prohibidas, las artes marciales coreanas eran prohibidas en Corea por la invasión japonesa. Implantó un sistema, había que practicar karate do. Por eso es la influencia grande que tiene el taekwondo del karate do.
Eso hace mucho sentido. Eso me aclara a mí la mente en el por qué el taekwondo y el karate son similares. De igual manera, el sistema de Hapkido. El sistema de Hapkido viene siendo un sistema de karate ligado con jiu-jitsu. Y siempre me fascinó el ver a la gente practicando. Digo, ven acá, ¿cuál es el syllabus? ¿Cuál es la clase que ellos tienen que son tan diferentes? So, pude hablar con una persona que es un maestro de Hapkido, y ellos me explicaron, el Hapkido es karate japonés con jiu-jitsu, y ingresamos lo que era el taekwondo de Corea, y lo incorporamos los tres en un solo. Digo, wow, es una buena sistema.
Correcto. El
Bueno,
taekwondo es similar. El taekwondo es una combinación del subado, del taekwondo y el karate japonés. Pero el karate japonés tiene más influencia en el taekwondo que otro estilo. La base del taekwondo para mí es el karate do. El karate do. Y el mérito de Choi es que es un gran filósofo, creador de una enciclopedia como de 16, 18 tomos. Esa enciclopedia es lo mejor que yo he visto. No la compré, pero sé que esa enciclopedia es dura.
¿De quién?
Choi Hong-hai,
Okay.
el maestro. Él tiene su mérito como maestro, como todo.
So, él tiene un libro de la filosofía de su sistema.
Es una enciclopedia completa.
Wow.
Y fue el primero, y fue uno, no fue el primero porque Wang Qi había hecho el primer libro de arte marcial completa, lo hizo Wang Qi. Y fue el primero que organizó el taekwondo. Lo que pasa es que los cuanes, esos 5 escuelas, que eran 9 escuelas, se llamaban Chundo Kwan, Jido Kwan, Nudo Kwan. O sea, no se llamaba taekwondo, pero era el taekwondo. La palabra taekwondo se cogió para que todos los estilos usaran la palabra taekwondo. Taekwondo Mudo Kwan, taekwondo Chundo Kwan. O sea que la palabra taekwondo es para unificar a todas las escuelas de Corea bajo un solo nombre.
Eso es bonito.
Taekwondo no es estilo, la gente está equivocada.
Eso yo no lo sabía tampoco.
No.
So, taekwondo fue
el nombre.
Un nombre para unificar toda la escuela.
Bajo un solo nombre.
Eso es maravilloso. Eso es algo en la historia que yo no sabía.
Entonces el taekwondo es esa versión. Entonces los 5 kwanes principales, habían 4 más, y esos kwanes se integraron a la palabra taekwondo. Incluso cuando Choi propuso esa palabra de taekwondo, que la introdujo Nantan y Choi, que fueron los dos que crearon esa palabra. Cuando la crearon, el general Choi no tenía ni escuela y Choi no tenía ni un solo estudiante, pero Choi era el general de división y los creadores del taekwondo estaban bajo el mando de Choi. Por ejemplo, Nantan creo que era teniente coronel, que fue el que creó el taekwondo en sí. El presidente de Corea le dijo a Choi que organizara el taekwondo porque él vio una exhibición y no la vio como muy bien. Entonces Choi, el general, le dio órdenes a Nantan que era el maestro de maestros de los maestros de Corea. Nantan era el más grande maestro. Y Choi le ordenó a Nantan que organizara el taekwondo. Y a Choi, el presidente de Corea, lo nombró embajador en Malasia. Choi se fue a Malasia y cuando Choi vino, ya Nantan Wong Kun Lee y todos esos maestros, Pal Yun Tai, ya habían elaborado 17 de los tours, de la forma. O sea, cuando Choi vino, ya el taekwondo prácticamente estaba organizado. Pero como él era el general que mandaba todos esos militares, él quedó como número 1 en el taekwondo. Pero en sí, no fue Choi solo que organizó el taekwondo. Choi trabajó en 7 formas después que vino, porque todas las formas estaban hechas, habían ya 17 formas de las 24. O sea que el taekwondo no es exclusivo, ni que Choi creó e inventó el taekwondo. Se creó la palabra taekwondo. Así es. Puede seguir con cualquier interrogante, puede preguntar. No hay problema, yo contestaría lo que me pregunten. Y lo que yo estoy hablando aquí es historia, es verídica. Está en el libro, está en la Wikipedia. O sea que lo que yo estoy narrando aquí no es mentira. Choi no es padre del taekwondo, es padre de la palabra junto a Nantan. Entre ellos dos crearon la palabra taekwondo. Y taekwondo, repito, no es un estilo, es el nombre que engloba a todos los estilos de taekwondo. ¿Hay preguntas? Any question? Por aquí seguimos.
Sí.
Por aquí seguimos, entonces creo que hay otra pregunta en curso por ahí.
Yo tengo una lista de preguntas, pero si tú tienes una pregunta espontánea que le quieras preguntar al maestro, por favor, hágalo sin duda.
Yo puedo seguir hablando un poquito mi historia desde ese comienzo. Yo formé la escuela Twin Dojo 2, Karate 2, en el patio de Doña Maximina. Esa escuela fue muy famosa en la calle Sánchez de mi pueblo. De ahí salieron todos los grandes famosos taekwondoístas de San Pedro, del patio Maximina. Fui fundador de la escuela en el casino. Fui fundador de diferentes escuelas en el 2 de julio. En la UCE tuve una escuela también con el tiempo. Y me expandí por todos los barrios, por todos lados. Yo ponía escuelitas.
Del 2 de julio, donde yo conozco a este varón.
2 de julio, el casino puertorriqueño.
El 2 de julio está hace esquina con el Teatro Aurora,
sí,
que es la calle Doctor Alejo Martínez, donde vivía el abuelo mío, Papito Julio. Frente a frente está la Jerusalén Primera.
Sí.
So, de ahí es que yo lo conozco a usted, desde eso entonces.
Entonces, en esa época tú eras un muchachito.
Era chancleta.
Era un fanático. Entonces la historia mía es de ser un artista, de mucha velocidad, de mucha fuerza, porque la velocidad es fuerza. Yo hacía mucho ejercicio. Yo hacía 1500 push-ups, 2000 sentadillas. Yo hacía miles de ejercicios.
Wow.
Yo ganaba competencia de push-up. Yo hacía 1200, 1500 push-ups sin parar. Entonces me destaqué porque yo me gustaba pelear. Iba a diferentes pueblos a querer pelear, desafía maestro.
I've come to challenge you.
Era como una especie de... como una película. Yo... el mejor de las romanas es Chino Prieto. ¿Quién es Chino Prieto? Cogí para la romana a pelear con él. O sea, me metía, pero de buena forma. Vine a pelear, quiero probar. Y ahí, así, entonces, cuando él dice, ¿quién eres tú? ¿Cómo tú te llamas? Después que me dijo que me pongo el uniforme. Yo soy el Twin de San Pedro de Macoris. ¿De San Pedro el Twin? No. Contigo yo no voy a pelear. Contigo no. Fui a Boca Chica a pelear con Ramoncito Karate, que le tenían miedo. Me dijo, vamos a calentar. Y cuando yo estaba calentando, me dijo, yo te vi calentando. Yo no voy a pelear contigo. ¿Por qué? ¿Tú te pareces a Broly?
I saw you warming up. I don't want to fight.
No.
What?
No.
I came to challenge you.
El caso es que yo peleé y gracias a Dios me retiré invicto. Okay. Nadie me ganó una pelea. Tengo ese récord.
Amén.
Y me llevaron a Barahona. Eso está lejos de mi pueblo, 6-7 horas en esa época, porque no había carretera buena. Yeah. Me llevaron a pelear con José Doncón.
Wow.
Que le tenían miedo en la capital, que él es el más fuerte, el más duro. Entonces fui a Barahona con un amigo mío que me llevó, porque él quería verme peleando, el amigo mío, él sabía que yo peleaba. Y me acuerdo de eso, fue que en 1975, y me acuerdo que José Doncón vivía en la calle Mella número 21. Mira, me acuerdo.
Wow.
Eso hace muchos años. Y nos desafiamos en el salón de actos de la escuela pública de Barahona. Y ahí me dijo, vamos a calentar, calentamos. Yo no caliento, yo peleaba así. Él calentó. Y cuando vamos a saludarnos, él me tiró una patada, un skisaiki, un yopchagi, un yokogeri. Y yo por mi rapidez pude defenderme. De ahí para adelante es otra historia. Le di una pela Yo le decía, te voy a dar por la oreja, no, ¡pa! Por la oreja, te voy a romper la nariz. ¡Pa! Yo tenía una velocidad y una precisión tremenda. Yo brincaba con patada de frente, tumbaba cigarrillo de la boca, con gancho, con doliochagui. Yo le ponía el cigarrillo a la gente con el pie, se lo ponía en la boca, se lo tumbaba con el pie, se lo ponía, se lo quitaba. Yo tenía mucha flexibilidad y era un artista marcial.
I'm going to translate that just in case you didn't catch that. He said, and I quote, I used to lift my foot up in the air and I would take a cigarette out of a person's mouth, put it back into their mouth, light their cigarette up and take it away from them without putting my foot down. This is what I know him for. Like his exhibitions were crazy. Like he would turn around and tell somebody, "Oh, put that cigarette in your mouth," and he would light the match with it. Light a match, put it out, light the cigarette, take the cigarette away, pick it up, put it down, put it back in his mouth. Sin bajar pie en ningún momento. He wouldn't put his foot down in 1 second. Yo, it's crazy, bro. And he would then kick the cigarette out of his mouth and send it flying somewhere without ever putting his foot down to the ground.
Y con patada brincando en el aire, yo se lo tumbaba.
It's wild, man.
Con doliochagui, con patada de frente.
Jumping kicks, jumping spin kick, jumping hook kick, side hook kick. That's just in a roundhouse kick. It's crazy, bro.
Era la velocidad endiablada, porque mi hermano mayor me decía, velocidad igual a fuerza en física. Yo comencé a buscar velocidad. Había personas que yo le tiraba un doliochagui, una vaina, y decían, tírala, ya yo la tiré.
There would be people saying, no, throw that kick. Like, I threw it already.
Ya, entonces,
I did it already.
Rápido, era rápido. Entonces la historia de Gilberto Santana, esta persona que le habla, el twin.
Servidor,
hice historia, y los dos más grandes peleadores de la República Dominicana, no menciono el nombre, dicen que yo soy el mejor.
Hallelujah.
El mejor.
Hallelujah.
Entonces, pueden seguir con la pregunta.
You have a question, bro?
Yes. Maestro. Okay. ¿Cuánto competencia tú habes de sus ojos en la República Dominicana? Que tú participar en o tú ves en la República Dominicana entre tú practicar artes marciales o participó en los exhibiciones de arte marcial en la República Dominicana?
Yo participé en múltiples exhibiciones, pero la competencia era más desafío que competencia, porque era más real. Cuando se comenzaba la pelea, perdía el que se rendía. No había como que 3 minutos, 2 minutos de pelea. Se peleaba continuo y el que ganaba, ganaba.
So I'm gonna explain that real simple. The real version of what a kumite is, right? In a traditional kumite fight, you don't have a limited time limit of how many minutes you're gonna fight. You fight until someone stops fighting, until someone stays down. That was the real version of a traditional kumite fight. You know, very different from point fighting, that it's, point, that's it. You know, it's not that. It was a real fight till last man standing.
Se valía dar golpe por la cara, barrer, tumbar. Eran peleas buenas, eran peleas de personas que tengan corazón para pelear, de personas guapas.
Courage fighting, you know, it was for people that were experienced and seasoned.
Se decía en la competencia, que eran casi desafíos, se decía, los cinturones amarillos para acá, los cinturones verdes para acá. Entonces, cuando los cinturones verdes cogían para ese lado, los amarillos para allá, habían amarillos más pequeños, de menor edad, y se salían de la competencia, porque no había edad por edad, ni era por peso, era por cinturones. O sea, que podía haber uno con 150 libras y otro con 100 libras. Y si eran amarillos, había que pelear.
So back then, because it was traditional rules, it was broken down by syllabus. If you were a yellow belt, they say all the yellow belts to one side. It didn't matter what size they were. If they were big, small, heavyweight, featherweight. If you were a yellow belt and you were in the yellow belt division, you had to fight whatever yellow belt they put in front of you. Period. Así fue que yo crecí también.
Era difícil porque no decían lo de 20 años para acá, lo de 21 para allí, porque ahora dividen a veces. Pero antes no había división. Si ya tú eras cinturón amarillo, ya tienes que pelear con otro amarillo, no importa que sea más grande, te llevara 2 años, 1 año, 3 años. Era un problema. Eso era un problema.
Yeah, so those times, you know, it was problematic because they weren't separating the children by age, only by a syllabus of belt. So it didn't matter if they were big or small. If you were in that belt class, you had to fight. Sí.
Mm. Interesting.
All right. Giving the master a quick Oval Office break. He needed to go to the what we call in the military. He needed to use the head.
Got you.
So while he's taking a break, I just want to remake notice of how excited I am to have this man. This man is in my house right now. Yeah. I've known this man since I was 8 years old, bro. Like he is one of the pride and joys of my life as far as like martial arts is concerned. Yeah, everybody was inspired by Bruce Lee because Bruce Lee was on everybody's television. But this man was in my backyard doing this stuff, you know?
I hear you.
No importa. So I'm very excited to have him here, man. I'm very honored for him to be here. You know, due to time limits, though, we're going to be doing this in parts. And I'm happy that he's on board. Because let me tell you, this man has stories for days, bro. This man has stories for days. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Seguimos con el mambo. ¿Cómo describiría usted su filosofía de enseñanza hacia los estudiantes que están practicando contigo? Sea Karate Do, sea Taekwondo, cualquier método de sistema.
Yo practiqué Karate Do, Chorinji Ryu. Me inicié con el Kenpo Karate en los años 70 y tuve mucha experiencia en el karate y en Taekwondo, que es mi especialidad también. Mi filosofía en Taekwondo es la enseñanza, primeramente la educación, educar al estudiante que se porte bien con el papá, se porte bien con la mamá, se porte bien en la sociedad, porque el Taekwondo no es para estar buscando pleito. Entonces son las reglas que los maestros deben de imponerle a los estudiantes, que el Taekwondo es una filosofía, un sistema de vida. Es para uno mismo sentirse satisfecho y orgulloso. Uno puede defenderse en cualquier momento sin provocar y sin ofender a nadie. Ahora, la pelea hay que evitarla lo más que se pueda, pero hay veces que no se puede evitar la pelea. Cuando te atacan, tú tienes que defenderse. Pero mi filosofía siempre ha sido eso. ¿Me entiendes? La humildad, la bondad. Yo mismo en mi juventud no tuve mucho problema en la calle. Tal vez peleé 3 o 4 veces en la calle. Y las 3 o 4 veces que peleé, lo dormí. Una vez le di una patada a una persona, un WCHAG en la cara,
Sí.
que la gafa cayó del otro lado de la acera. ¡Pum! De la agencia de venta de discos Babán Núñez. Le di una patada que la gafa cayó para la otra acera,
Wow.
para la farmacia Chevalier. A otro le dio una patada. Pero son cosas de juventud y provocando a uno, que me dijo Moncito, lo mataste, porque le di un dolio Shaggy en la quijada por ahí que cayó durmiendo. Y yo, no mataste, vámonos, porque yo saqué unos nuchacos que yo tenía, el iban en el suelo. Tú no ves que lo mataste.
Tú no ves que ya está golpeado. Ya está bueno.
Nos embalamos corriendo. Entonces, sí, varias veces peleé, pero ya era cosa inevitable. Pero nunca me gustó. La gente dice que yo fui uno de los maestros más educados, pues yo nunca busqué problemas en la calle.
Ya.
Ya.
Muy bien.
Esa es la filosofía. Arte de vida. Porque el taekwondo
Sí,
es cultura. Y cultura significa, en otra palabra, educación.
Sí, señor.
O sea, la cultura china, japonesa,
Sí, señor.
es una regla de respeto, de cortesía, de humildad.
Yep.
Como dijo el filósofo Confucio, un buen general se pone por debajo de sus soldados.
Ya lo sabes.
Entonces, que los grados en taekwondo, los danes, ponen a muchos maestros, a muchos estudiantes sentirse grandes, y no es así.
Mientras más grande, más pequeño.
No. En primer dan yo duré 10 años
Wow.
para llegar a segundo dan.
Wow.
Y al paso, actualmente soy un gran máster, gracias a Dios. Y aquí estamos,
gracias a Dios.
gracias a Dios, es el ser divino.
Amén.
Somos pequeñas partículas diminutas, microscópicas de Dios, porque fuimos hechos a imagen y semejanza.
Amén.
Eso es así.
Sí.
Cualquier pregunta de San Pedro la puede hacer, y también a nivel nacional, porque en el territorio dominicano entero mi nombre se corrió por todos lados. Twin.
El twin de karate.
Yo iba a torneos, a San Cristóbal, cualquier pueblo, yo iba a un torneo con mis estudiantes y voceaban Twin. Y cuando oían mi nombre, gente que no me conocían en persona, ¿quién es el Twin? ¿Quién es el Twin? Vienen a saludarme para conocer al famoso Twin.
Twin, entonces, ¿qué diría usted? ¿Cuánto, en un número más o menos, cuántos años tú crees que de enseñanza usted ha dado? Siendo maestro, ¿cuántos años de enseñanza usted ha dado?
Si yo digo todos los años que yo he dado, voy a tener que decir mi edad.
Bueno.
Estamos hablando de unos 50, 52, 53 años en las artes marciales, porque cuando yo comencé no habían cinturones negros.
Wow.
Mi maestro, profesor, que yo le digo mi maestro, lo respeto mucho, Víctor Karate, porque mi primer profesor fue Nelson Vera, que me llevó donde Víctor, el patico, el karate.
Yeah.
Él está vivo todavía, me dicen que le dio un stroke, un derrame. Y ese es mi maestro, yo siempre lo menciono como mi maestro, a Víctor Karate. El libro de Karate 2, Nelson Vera, Víctor Karate.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. ¿Y la pregunta cuál fue exactamente? Que me debía un poco.
La pregunta fue, ¿cuántos años en totalidad dando clases?
Actualmente, después de la pandemia, se tuvo que cerrar la escuela. Quizá tengo 4 años que no doy clase. Tengo una escuelita abierta en San Pedro de Macoris, la dirijo desde aquí. Tengo un grupo.
Aleluya.
Y posiblemente estamos hablando de Bueno, yo soy maestro desde que comencé, porque la historia es que cuando yo llegué donde Víctor Karate, él dijo que yo era el segundo profesor.
Wow.
Entonces yo era que me encargaba de dar la clase donde Víctor, en el Cartel Club, el bar de la mamá de él. Después pasamos a hablar guitarra y así. Yo soy maestro desde que era un principiante.
Wow.
A mí me dicen el máster, sin ser maestro, desde que yo tenía cinturón amarillo puesto. De máster.
Eso es algo honorable.
Sí, porque no habían cinturones negros, solamente estaba José Ramón Reyes, que llevó el taekwondo. Después eran amarillo, verde, Sócrates Puello, Víctor Martínez, todas esas personas. Arimoli era cinturón negro después, Roberto Álvarez.
Wow.
No habían cinturones negros, todo el mundo estaba por debajo. Cuando yo comencé con Víctor a coger clase, él era cinturón amarillo. Un cinturón amarillo, después verde, y yo era amarillo. Hasta que uno no conseguía un cinturón, uno no podía ascender, subir a otro.
So, yo expliqué eso en uno de las sesiones que tuvimos. Okay. Yo expliqué de que un maestro no puede ascender a su estudiante a un rango más alto que él, porque él no tiene accesibilidad a ese rango. Hay una gran diferencia entre un maestro que abre su propia escuela, que abre su propio sistema, porque automáticamente al tener un sistema, automáticamente es un maestro 10. So, él puede otorgar cualquier posición que él quiera.
Sí, porque es retiro.
Pero vamos a poner en el caso mío, yo soy Shodan en Cero Karate desde los 13 años y fui entrenador desde los 11. So, yo sé lo que entrena niños y todo eso, pero yo nunca, a mí siempre se me dijo, nunca puedo darle una posición a una persona que ni siquiera yo mismo tengo, o la misma posición mía no se lo puedo dar tampoco, porque que tiene que ser una persona que tenga un rango más alto que yo. Y así sucesivamente. Yo soy un segundo dan en la Marina de Guerra. Eso fueron 2,000 horas de curso, pero ya yo tenía karate. So fue fácil subirme de una vez. Pero lo que el varón está diciendo, lo que tú estás diciendo, son cosas que para una mente sencilla, ellos lo ven y dicen, ah, mira qué bien. Pero para la mente complicada, que como yo soy un hombre complicado, para la mente complicada, yo veo eso en pasos, yo veo eso en segmentos, yo veo el esfuerzo, el sudor, las malas noches, los malos ratos, el mucho caminar. Yo estoy viendo todo el sacrificio que se hizo desde la primera correa hasta la última correa, porque yo mismo soy karateca y he sido karateca toda mi vida, desde los 5 años. So, yo sé, él dice, mira, esto, pero en mi mente yo lo estoy viendo como una película. Esto. So, nuevamente, como dije más temprano, estoy más que orgulloso, me siento más que honorado de tener la presencia suya en mi casa. Usted está en mi casa. Eso es algo que yo ni me imaginaba en la cabeza mía que eso iba a pasar un día de esto. Usted está en mi casa. Yo lo conocí a usted cuando yo tenía 8 años. Caminando para el 2 de julio con el primo mío que practicaba taekwondo con Elías Osuna. ¿Tú me entiendes? Ahí fue que yo lo conocí a usted. Y estamos hablando para los años quizás para los 90. Quizás.
No, antes, 80 y pico.
Pero tú me entiendes. Y eso es algo que yo no me imaginaba en este momento. Dios es que sabe cómo le hace las cosas. Son las 9, van a ser las 9:10. Esta va a ser la primera parte. ¿Cuándo te crees que pueda estar disponible nuevamente la semana que viene? Preferiblemente el miércoles. Preferiblemente el miércoles. Vamos a seguir esta entrevista con el legendario maestro Twin el miércoles de la semana que viene. Comenzamos nuevamente a las 8. Y nada, yo vengo ahora. Yo lo voy a llevar para abajo. Vengo de una vez.
Bueno, ha sido un placer, un honor estar en la casa de este gran maestro. Y me siento muy honrado de la palabra que él tiene, que dijo hacia mí. O sea, que son pocas personas que que le dan el mérito al que tenga su mérito. O sea, que las personas que no son egoístas, envidiosos, siempre le dan el mérito y el honor a quien honor merece. Así que bendiciones, buenas noches para usted
Buenas noches.
y para el maestro y al público también, que pase buena noche y espero que disfruten este momento.
Yo repetidamente voy a poner el
Yo-
micrófono en pausa y voy a bajar de un pronto con él y después yo subo para atrás y seguimos, porque normalmente terminamos a las 10:30 a las 11. Pero todo tiene su tiempo debajo del sol. Ya comenzamos la primera parte. Me siento en victoria. Vengo ahora. Us.
Us.
I'm back.
So am I.
Yo, bro,
It was a blessing to him. Talk to El Maestro.
my heart is dancing to a different tune, bro. Like, I'm mad happy that I had literally had this man in my house doing this interview. And like, he's already on board to the point where I know we're not just gonna have parts and segments. It's gonna be to a point where he's gonna be one of our special guests, you know what I'm saying, almost every time type bit. Because I'm not gonna say he's super old. He's 71 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say he's super old, but I know that he really has nothing else to do right now. So why not live your youth? You know what I'm saying? With people that are still living through it. I am on a radio show. You guys are making noise.
Exactly.
I will be right back one more time. Be like back in like 10 seconds.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. So respectfully, I had to go pick up my smoking stuff.
I hear you.
Definitely not going to smoke in front of my master.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm not falling for that okey doke. Like, what are you doing, Pedrito? Give me 100 push-ups. We're in the middle of an interview. 100 push-ups. I came to challenge you. Yo, that's wild, bro. You laughing, but that's not funny. It's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny, but you know, I'm laughing at the
hilarious,
irony
though.
of it.
It's hilarious, though.
Yeah.
He's 71 years old. I'm 42. I've known this man since I was 8. So I can imagine him saying, "Oh, you're gonna disrespect me and smoke right in front of me? 100 push-ups." I'm like, "What? I came to challenge you." Nope, don't challenge me. I know what you do. I know what you can do with your feet. You're certified. His feet are certified killers.
Yeah.
I saw this. What he was saying earlier, that he kicked somebody in La Avenida Independencia. You remember the Fuji photo film that we were talking about? That right next to the Fuji film photo place, there was a music store, right? Right there next to the.
I remember.
He was in front of the music store, And if you look across the street, there's an old gas station there, and La Farmacia de Benje was right next to it. He kicked somebody on this side of La Avenida Independencia, and the dude's sunglasses landed on the other side of La Avenida Independencia.
Wow.
Yo! And the dude was just in shock, like, because all he did was kick his glasses. He didn't kick him in the face. Like, he didn't hurt him at all. All he did was kick his glasses with such precision. All he did was kick the glasses, and the glasses fell on the other side of the avenue. Everybody was like, whoa. Even the cops were like, whoa, what just happened right now?
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, that man's a legend in my city, bro. A legend. So, yeah, like I said earlier, everybody knows Bruce Lee because they saw them on TV. But this man was in my backyard teaching people. You know what I'm saying? He taught all of the masters of San Pedro. He taught them karate and taekwondo. Like, he was that man. Good night, Chaso.
Yeah.
You too. Say us.
Us.
All right.
Us.
Okay. That's my 4-year-old prodigy. He already knows how to fight with the sticks.
Ooh,
he's 4 years
nice.
old.
That's time right there.
He's 4 years old. He already knows how to fight with the sticks. So I don't want to see. I mean, I do want to see, obviously, but let's see how crazy he is by the time he's 12. That he already knows how to do the sticks, like at a master level.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Damn, you can tell in my voice that I'm happy, bro. I'm happy, excited. Like I just had the master of karate of San Pedro in my house.
I am excited because this is what I live for, man.
Bro, we've been talking about this for months. Like, yo, we need to find out. We finally got it.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this man. I've only mentioned this man like 10 or 20 times. I'm like, if anyone knows, he knows. And he definitely does. So
yeah.
Can't wait. Let me open the door to this dog. Because she wanted to bark at the man when he was here. Joey, please don't ask me for food. Oh, she pooped in there. That's why she's crying. It stinks. Man,
I mean, shoot.
Yo estoy mono. That's what we call it in DR. Yo estoy mono.
Yeah. I mean, shoot. We had, like, I had my brother-in-law's dog. He's big, man, but he don't like people yet. So it's like he don't know you. He just move away from you. But at the same time, you could pet him a little bit and everything like that, but he just don't know people. But he's big, man. I mean, shoot. I've seen, German Shepherd's big, but this guy's he's just young and he just grew fast out of nowhere. I was like, wow.
That man was saying that there were no black belts yet in the country. I said, what? I've been a black belt since I was 13, bro. Wow. Like, what you mean? There were no black belts? What? He said, nah, not in the 70s. I was like, word? That's wild.
I mean, there's some truth to that, I think. And I'll tell you why I say this. Because my dad, he did learn the martial arts in the United States, but he only went to brown belt. So another person who I think would be good for this interview too, if we could get a contact with them, will be Maestro Ramon Mateo.
Right.
I know he's
Yeah, Ramon Mateo. Those people.
Yeah, shout out to Ramon. Yeah.
Shout out to all of them, man. Those people are they're gems of history, bro. You know, ain't a lot of those people still around.
Yeah.
So it's for me, it was great. You know what I'm saying? Having Twin pull up, because that's a name that everyone in San Pedro at one point knew. You know what I'm saying? If you were in karate, you were either doing twin karate, or if you were doing taekwondo, you were probably doing twin taekwondo. Saying it was all under him still. That's just crazy, bro. Like
Yes.
to become a vice instructor at yellow belt, that's wild.
Wow.
That's big. That's big. That's
Wow.
big. In my system, you can't instruct until you're a brown belt. He was instructing 4 belts before that.
Yeah.
That's whew.
Wow.
So right when we were leaving, that the mic was on mute, he was saying, "Oh, next time we're going to talk about the belt syllabuses, because you know some people put their students in grave danger by giving them a higher belt." And I said, "Yeah, I already know." And I gave him an example. Let's say you have a student that he's your favorite student, or he's the apple of your eye. You turn around and you show off any type of favoritism towards this kid. And let's say he's a yellow belt, you know, that all he knows is up to yellow belt. But because you favor him, you turn around and give him an advanced green belt or a brown belt. Practically, you set him up for the Oki. Now people that are over his syllabus are going to hit him with moves that he never saw before.
Sure. Exactly. And I'm like, and to me, I don't know. I haven't been in the martial arts for some time, but I could only imagine that about that, because if you really look at it, that's what McDojo Life talks about. Correct. He talks about those same issues. Shout out to McDojo Life, by the way.
Shout out.
He's doing a very good work.
All right. So I'm gonna share this link because I have him on WhatsApp now. So I'm gonna share this with him. Okay. Share that with him so that he can have it.
Oh, if you can put him in the group too. I made you admin.
I can add him to the YouTube thing. All right. The thing with that is that I don't know if he has a Gmail account or not. So everything, because I met up with him earlier, and I tried to log into the studio via his phone so that he would have access. You know, it didn't matter where he was at.
Oh, yeah.
And his phone wasn't acting too appropriate with me. What happened?
Got you. I was saying the WhatsApp group.
Oh yeah, the WhatsApp group. Yeah, I'll add him. Yeah, I'll do that right now. I will do that right now as we speak. Yeah. Open topics with Armando. Add. Yep. Add Master Twin. SPM Karate Master. Add. He has been added.
Yes.
Send him a shout out real quick. Us. Maestro Santana. At SPM Karate Master. Ahí. All right, that got sent.
Yep.
I don't know how many times I've said it, but I am so happy and excited that I had this brother here, man. I know my cousin, that's in jail right now. Yeah. When he sees this show, he's gonna go crazy, because that's basically the grandmaster of his system where he was studying. When he was studying Taekwondo with Elia in El 2 de Julio, the grandmaster of that system per se was Twin. So I can't wait for my cousin to see that. You know, I'm gonna hit him up later, talk to him as well.
Yep. Shout out
man.
to your cousin beyond that G wall.
Yeah, man. The belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Coming home soon, man. Coming home soon. That's gonna be a beautiful victory, man, because I already know that he's changed. He's definitely changed. No, I would expect so, man. Too many years gone away in a cell when you could have just did better by not going there, period.
Yes.
But that's his own testimony. He'll give it one day. Because when he's free, I'm going to have him on the show. Because he's definitely a martial artist as well. May have not practiced in years, but he definitely used to practice Taekwondo with all of Twin students. So we in there like swimwear.
Yes, and your cousin's always welcome. You know why? Because at the end of the day, even though that we've known each other for 2 years, and I've known you of reputation for a lot of years, this is a good thing. So, and I'll be honest, you're family to me. So,
oh yeah, of course, bro. You definitely family to me, man. That goes without saying. That's an unspoken agreement. That's an unseen contract. You family to me. You know what I'm saying? You have family members that are family of my family. So automatically we family, bro. That's
exactly.
Sin tener que decirlo. That's something that doesn't even need to be said.
Yes.
That's an unspoken agreement. Like my family from Consuelo lived close to your family that was from Consuelo, and one of those cousins is cousin of your cousin. So automatically I already know.
Exactly.
It just runs in the bloodline, man. Shout out to SPM, like always. SPM en alta, Serie 23.
Yes.
I can't believe it, bro. Twin was in my house. Twin was here. Twin was here. I've only spoke about that man since the beginning of us doing this program.
Yep.
Word. Since the beginning of us doing this program, I'm like, yeah, aponte. Because his twin brother is el Pastor Aponte de San Pedro. You know what I'm saying? Who's friends with my dad. I know all these people.
Yes.
So I thought he was Aponte too. And he's like, no, correction. Yo soy Gilberto Santana. I'm like, oh, okay. Pero el hermano tuyo tiene Aponte de apellido and y'all twins. So, okay, cool. I get it.
Got you.
Bro, like I keep saying, man, San Pedro's full of history, man. Rich history. I can't wait to finish whatever parts and pieces and segments we're going to be doing of this edition with him, because I really want to extract all of San Pedro's history. Whatever he has in store in his mind, in his mind storage, I want him to spill the beans on all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not know that Taekwondo wasn't a style. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Taekwondo means,
I've heard it.
It's crazy. Taekwondo means the combination of using your fist and your kicks. That's all it means. It means the combination of doing this and this. I had no idea in no corner of my mind that Taekwondo was the name that they created to unite the 5 Kwan schools of Korea that were practicing Taekwondo and or karate at that time. I had no idea, bro. So that's a beautiful lesson in history that I learned today.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, man. My kids came to the living room to say hi to him, and I had them all respectfully, us him, and they did it perfectly without hesitation. They looked at him, they bowed, they swung their arms to the side the same way I do. I'm like, beautiful. Y'all made me look good right now.
Yep.
That old man that you saw, I'm talking to my daughter. That old man you saw, he knows me since I was 8 years old. So, yeah, I'm very honored that he was at the house, and I'm very proud of you guys for showing him respect. Okay, Mama. Let me finish this interview. Mommy needs to be woken up.
I can wake her up.
Yeah.
You think you can wake her up without her getting mad? Okay, go ahead. All right. It looks like I'm repeating myself yet again. I'm excited that this man was here, bro. To me, whoever's listening, I'm gonna give y'all the perfect example. For me, it's like a person being 15 and knowing Bruce Lee their whole life. For those 15 years of life, all they know is Bruce Lee movies, and then Bruce Lee comes to their house. That's what it is for me. I've known this man since I was 8 years old. I started practicing karate at the age of 5. So to be able to bump into him in life again, that was beautiful. To be able to ask him to do the interview and he said yes, that was beautiful. But for him to come to my house to do the interview, I'm like, yo, that's mind blown. So yeah, man. No exaggeration.
I feel the same excitement, man.
I've
been thinking about I've been saying this all week.
Yo, since last week I was excited, like, oh man, we're about to have this man. You heard me on Wednesday. I was discouraged. I was distraught. I'm like, I'm having a little anxiety. He's not picking up the phone. And then all of a sudden, boom. I'm like, let me call him right now. Yo, beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, man. He told me when we got downstairs, he said, hey, you did a good job, asking me the questions and whatever. And I said, listen, I've been doing this radio thing for a long time. I just started doing it again now, and, now it's actually a topic that's something central in my heart. Like when I was doing the hip hop show with MC Chaka, may he rest in peace, and Neti and Leito, that was about the love of the culture for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it was a cool thing because it was a cool thing. But this is actually martial arts. This is not just something that's cool. This is actually something that's culture. It's actually rich in culture and tradition. Hip hop doesn't necessarily have a tradition. What hip hop has is culture. It has a beginning. It has its history, and it's of course it's going to have a future. But when it comes to martial arts is tradition of different countries, different relatives, different people coming together as one to study one thing. So, I take this a little more serious than what I would take music.
Me as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I still can't get over it.
I hear you. Quick question.
I can't get over it.
I hear you.
I came to challenge you.
Exactly.
Yo, he went to Barahona to go challenge that dude. That dude in Barahona was like, he wasn't world renowned, but that dude in Barahona was really a big deal. Like, people were scared of him. So when Twin went over there, Yo, that was wild, man. I came to challenge you.
Wow.
It's like, who you? I'm this person. Nah, I don't want to challenge you. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, go ahead, bro. You got the mic. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, bro. I was saying, go ahead. You got the mic.
Yo, quick question.
Yep.
Was it Masayama ethnic Korean also, technically?
I'm not too sure about that. I think Masoyama
I
was.
thought so, because I read something about that.
I mean, I got my computer in front of me, so I might as well.
Right.
Masoyama.
Oh yeah. Quick shout out to Zaweso. Happy birthday, bro.
Shout out, brother. Shout out. Okay, so the timeline. He was born in 1923. Let me see something here. So Masoyama, Korean karate master. Interesting. Masatosasu Oyama, more commonly known as Masoyama, was a Zainichi Korean karate master who founded Kyokushin karate, considered the first and most influential style of full contact karate. Yep, that was that guy. So his real name was Choi Yenui, which is definitely a Korean name. Right? Yes. So he changed his name to Masutasu Oyama, which obviously is super duper Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Oyama Dojo started in 1953, and then right after came the Kyokushin system. Kyokushin.
Yep.
The God Hand, bro. This man in an exhibition chopped off the bull chopped the horn of a bull off. That's crazy.
Yes, it is.
What? Do you know the strength involved in that? Not even the strength, the precision. That if you hit it wrong, your hand is gone.
Yeah.
Your hand is gone. And we're talking about a bull. So this man is over here hitting charging bulls, raging bulls charging at him. You on another level. I'm on a new level.
Exactly.
I'm on a new level. For real.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm happy you asked me that because that's something that I didn't even know. And Masoyama is the grandmaster of my system, basically.
Yeah.
I always thought he was Japanese.
Because when I read it was like he said that he actually learned from what I read, it was somewhere that I read that he actually learned some of the martial arts while he was living with his sister in Manchuria. Because at that time, Manchuria was Japanese occupied like around 1931 until
Right.
the end of World War II.
Right. So basically, post-Japanese invasion, these people live there. So maybe he's Korean because he was born there, but he's still from Japanese descent.
Yeah, well, the thing is though, it was like you had like when the Japanese took over Korea, it was like around 1895, and they actually invaded it. So when the term Zainichi Korean came about was, I guess, after the Japanese lost the war and everything like that, and these people in Japan, in certain cases, are still discriminated against even to this day because of, I guess, since the Japanese lost the war and everything. But then sometimes they actually blend into society, and this is, I guess, the Japanese don't know that I was like, okay, you're not of our people or something like that. But to a Westerner, we will not know. But the Japanese, that's what they call them, Zainichi, Korean.
Yeah, man, for sure. For sure.
Man.
I really
Yep.
I really wish my teacher that taught me Sado was still here with us, because that would have been a special interview as well. That man was a godfather to me. He's the only man, me growing up, that I never saw flirting with my mom. You know what I'm saying? I never saw him try to hit on my mom. And that to me in itself was the utmost biggest discipline.
Yep.
Because I used to go to places where the teachers would try to talk to my mom, and it's like, yo, bro, we're at the dojo. We're here for martial arts. We're not here for love. Like, what are you doing? And I would tell the head instructor, like, yo, this senpai is trying to holler at my mom. I'd get them in trouble. Like, no, I'd get them in trouble. Like, we're not doing that. Like, my mom doesn't bring me here so that you can holler at my mom. That's not what she's here for. And then I started telling my mom, I'm over here. I'm 8, 9 years old, telling my mom to not take me to karate. I know how to get there by myself, because I didn't want her,
Right.
But yeah, that's basically what was going on in that time.
Yep. Yeah.
Because how am I gonna put this? There was a school because I was gonna study Kung Fu originally at first. Because remember, we were all inspired by Bruce Lee. So I was gonna study Kung Fu at first. But the dojo that I went to on the first day, dudes was trying to holler at my mom. I'm like, dude, I thought we were here for martial arts.
Wow.
So yeah, we left from there and obviously didn't go back, and ended up started going to where my uncle was taking classes, which was on 100 and Broadway, next to Metro Theater. That obviously Metro Theater is no longer there, but the awning to Metro Theater is still there for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's grandfathered in and you can't tear it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now you go to the building where the dojo used to be at, and it's a whole new building. They have a Naruto ramen there. and it's a whole tenement building now, private tenement. I'm like, wow, this used to be my second home, my dojo.
Yo, yeah.
Rest in peace and big shout out to Soke Senpai William Oliver, who was the headmaster for the New York school. You know, he used to come pick me up from school, and I would be at the dojo literally from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. From there, he'd drop me off at home. So I was there early and I left late. I was able to sit in, participate, and learn from all the other syllabuses that were practicing, even though I was just a certain rank. I was able to see other ranks practice. So I was able to advance faster. My martial mind was looking at all these moves that were above my belt. So I was able to learn how to apply it and forget about it. That's what woke me up to getting my belts up so fast.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew I said I was going to translate most of what he was going to be saying.
Yeah.
But when he started talking, it was like, you know what? I'm gonna just let him say what he has to say and let him get it out. And if I have to do a sit in and re-listen to the video and put a closed caption translation or something, I could do that. I can do that, you know, in later segments. But
Yeah.
I wanted to let him speak freely without having to worry of me interrupting his flow just to translate. Like, nah, bro, speak your mind, speak your heart. This episode is about you. So go ahead, man.
Exactly.
Do your thing. For real.
Yep.
I know today, out of all days, I know today I made my master William Oliver proud today.
Yes.
For sure.
In memory of Soke William Oliver.
That's right. That's right. He passed away eighth Dan black belt Kyokushin, ninth Dan black belt in Seido. You know what I'm saying? He was also he was a fourth Dan black belt in jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing about karate. In karate, once you start reaching brown belt, we start teaching you other stuff. Because karate is not necessarily, it is, but it isn't. It's not necessarily a complete full system. Karate doesn't teach grappling.
Okay.
When we teach you grappling in karate, it's because we're teaching you jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
Karate doesn't teach grappling. Karate teaches one strike, you're out. That's what we teach.
There's a question.
Go ahead.
There's a question that I've always wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Like in your quests in the martial arts, have you ever met anybody who was an expert in Shorinji Kempo?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
And then there's Kempo, there's Kendo, there's Kempo, and then it's like there's variations of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's all still traditional and or modern karate.
Right.
But I never saw those types of schools in the city unless they're out now.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, because Well, I've seen Masuyama portrayed by the late great Sony Chiba, and then the master of Shorinji Kempo, Doshin So, also portrayed by Sony Chiba. So that's one thing I had to ask.
That's wild. That is wild.
Yes. So apparently, since I Googled it, there's a Shorinji Kempo school at 64 East 4th, New York, New York.
East 64 what?
64 East 4th, New York.
East 64 East 4th Street.
Yep.
That's all the way downtown.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's all the way downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was telling me he wanted to open a school here, but before if rent was $3,000, now it's $9,000, and I'm like, yep, everything went up. Everything.
I think it will be better either in Connecticut or New Jersey, give or take.
Even if it's in the Bronx or in Brooklyn, like Manhattan, the rent is too expensive. The only way you can find a place to do dojo hours, just to put it like that, would be a community center. And these community centers, in their vast majority, they're either all booked or they'll lie to you and tell you that they have no available spots because they want to see what you're going to dish out.
Right.
Like if you don't tell them, listen, I have a karate school and I have about 100 students. I don't mind paying. I don't mind not paying. I don't mind donating and apporting 25% of what my school makes to the community center every month. And they might go for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They might go for that, but then again, they might not. Because like I said, it's like a lot of community centers, especially now in the city, a lot of community centers, if you're not a program that's funded by the city or state, you know what I'm saying, that they're getting funds regardless if people go or not, that's what they want. Right. They want to monopolize. They don't care about what's going on in the center. They just want to monopolize.
Yep.
Like I know a center literally 2 blocks away from me here in Harlem that I know they don't do nothing there. The only time they're doing something is when they do Zumba, and you hear everybody laughing, dancing, and joying, and you hear people dancing to music, and you hear people excited about doing exercise, but that's all you hear. So all the other hours that they're doing nothing, that's a good space for school. That's a good space for dojo time.
Exactly.
So basically, that's what's happening.
Yep.
I know a pastor that he's also a chaplain for the city. He does church service in a community center on 116, and the same area that they have him do service is the same area where they practice karate at. So once the dojo's done, the church opens. That's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful thing. Because I don't think martial arts and your relationship with God should be separate. Because God already knows what you're doing. And if you're not studying martial arts for the sake of violence, then you're pretty much good in front of the eyes of the Lord. If you're practicing only for self-defense purposes, to defend your family, defend your loved ones, he's going to look at you with good graces. But if you're learning just to be violent because you want to fight, That's different.
No. And talking about violence, who do you think is going to win tonight?
What we got going on tonight?
Oh, well, tonight's the fight between Paul and Tyson.
Oh, Tyson, bro.
Yeah.
Tyson. I don't even. I'm not expecting any rounds. The first round. It's done.
Yeah, I mean, he just gave him a powerful slap just I think yesterday or today. Well,
Yeah,
I think that was yesterday.
I think that was yesterday, but bro, like Tyson's been showing this cat, Jake Paul. Shout out to both of them, by the way. I respect both of them as fighters. You know, I respect Tyson as a legend. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Jake Paul for being a young person in the game who has escalated quickly. You know, he escalated quite quickly. But, bro, Tyson as the OG in this fight, he has been showing this boy, I got to say boy, because Tyson is definitely older than him. Tyson has been showing this boy nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. And at yesterday's weigh-in, when they went to do the confrontational photo, this guy's going to step on his foot. Yo, Tyson didn't even blink, bro. He stepped on his foot and went smack. Yo, what's going on? This boy stepped on my foot, man. Like, what you talking about? Like, what you doing? Stepping on my feet with sneakers on, man. Because he was just in socks. He was in socks and his boxes to weigh in. This guy had his shoes on. It's like, how you here with shoes on? You stepping on my feet? Like, what's up with you? He smacked him silly. I know that was a wake up call. Like, damn, I've been training this whole time, and this man just smacked me, and I'm dizzy.
Yep.
That's my opinion, though. I don't know what Jake Paul's thinking. But I know right now,
I don't know what
it's crunch time. You know, the fight should start soon. You know, best of luck to both athletes.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It's definitely on Netflix.
And it's on Netflix.
You know, like I said, you know, good luck to both of these athletes. I'm not gonna say I have any bias or favoritism for this fight, but I am gonna say that I'm Team Tyson on this one. I got to go with the voice of experience. A lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I got to go with the voice of experience. Yep. Like, I've seen this man train my whole life. This kid just started training yesterday. Not saying that his training isn't better. Not saying that his training hasn't excelled him. All I'm saying is, whatever amount of training that you're getting right now, Tyson already got that. Saying, and then the training that he was doing now, was just to sharpen him more. So this man is going into that ring on some Tyson times 20. He's going back into that ring on some Tyson in his prime.
Exactly.
So, ow. Each and every one of those punches are going to be ow. Listen, I'm not the one to predict stuff, but I can see this man punching him a couple of times, and I can see Jake Paul tapping out on some, I give up. What happened? Like, he punches too hard. I'm done. I'm done. You know, the discipline is different. The discipline is different, bro. From back in the day and now, the discipline is very different. You got to stand up and box. And I'm not saying that Jake ain't going to throw some punches. He sure is, but once Tyson gets in there and starts landing his own, it's going to be the end of an end.
Yeah. A lot of people could withstand his punches.
The man's a beast, bro. He's a machine. And I get it. Mike Tyson's not in his prime, but the training he's been doing for the past few months, he's at his prime all over again. He is the most dangerous man on the planet all over again.
Yep.
You know, and for those that don't know, Tyson is someone that repented of his old lifestyle So what I'm trying to tell you is Tyson is a woke individual. Tyson is no longer that beast from the East, the beast from Brooklyn. He's no longer that person. Like, he is a man of stature, a man of respect. Like, he's changed his life around. I don't even think he drinks anymore. So the man is someone that protects his temple now more than before. So more than ever, that man steps into the ring. God is going with that man inside that ring, bro.
Yep.
So shout out to that. Shout out to those that are going to watch that match. And yeah, man, that's exciting too. I forgot it was tonight.
Yeah.
See what time it starts. We got Tyson versus Paul.
Yep.
That is tonight.
Yep.
Wow, I'm just looking at this at this card record. Mike Tyson, 50-6, 44 knockouts. Jake Paul, 10-1, 7 knockouts. You could do the math however you want, bro. Tyson's on top.
Yep. Exactly.
Tyson's on top, bro. All right. Scheduled for 8 o'clock. Then I guess the fight's already happening. But I don't think I mean, whenever they say that the fight is scheduled for that time, that's the undercard that starts at that time. Word.
Right.
What's the exact date and time that it's going to be starting? ESPN Boxing says Friday 15. It starts at 8 on Netflix. All right, so what's starting at 8 now is obviously the undercard. You know, the other people that are fighting. You know, and then towards the end, like always, towards the end, it's going to be them. So I'm guessing the fight's going to start like at 11:30, 11 o'clock.
Pretty much.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be exciting for shizzle, for shizzies.
Yep.
So, pardon me if I'm repeating myself yet again, but I'm super excited that Twin was here. Super excited, man. It was something, I'm not going to say unexpected, but it was something that I just didn't expect, if that makes any sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I know this man knows. He knew my grandpa. He knew my dad, or probably still knows my dad, but I know he knew my grandpa because my grandpa had the little restaurant, you know what I'm saying, in front of the Jerusalén Primera. So everybody knew about that spot right there. And people would come starting 11:30, from 11:30 to 2 o'clock. Yep. People were coming to eat lunch. You know what I'm saying? People that are now the heads of Macoris, the people that are now the heads of Tricón, you know, El Antiguo Codetel, that's now Verizon. Like all those people that were ahead of something that was major for San Pedro, at lunchtime they would all come to my grandpa's place to come eat lunch. You know, so
yeah,
that's what was going on.
I'm surprised you never met my aunt. I'm surprised you didn't meet my late aunt over there.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, so many people would come by, but as a child, you're not really thinking about none of that. You know, so I was a kid, bro. I was a kid. I was only thinking about playing. I was thinking about martial arts. If I met people, I wasn't paying attention to names and stuff like that. But I know people by face. You know what I'm saying? And people know me by face. Ah, mira, nieto papito. And I'll be like, yeah, that's me. Ah, que iba el Rudy. Yeah, that's me. That's me. You know, and now they see me, iba Pedrito. Now it's different. Now it's not just they know me because of my grandpa, or they know me because of my dad. Now they know me because they know me. Or like they used to say in Restauración, ahí va la corona, ahí va la suprema. I'll be like, yo, y'all don't know nothing about that. Don't call me that. No, que tú eres suprema, olvídate de eso. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Got outsiders calling me supreme. I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that.
All right.
Believe it or not, though, that was something that used to really intimidate the opposition. Used to really intimidate the opposition. Because one time they came to Barrio, I had some ops from Miramar come to Barrio Lindo one time. And when they got to Barrio Lindo, they were asking for me. And they said, que estamos buscando a Pedrito King. And they said, tú estás buscando a Pedrito. Loco, pero...
Wow.
¿Qué tú estás haciendo? Que ustedes están buscando a Pedrito. Ustedes quieren que Pedrito no encuentre a ustedes aquí. Porque si tú no estás buscando a él, eso significa que él te está buscando a ti. And they would think about it like,
wow.
Yeah, we're looking for him. And I'm telling you, people that were outsiders would be like, you came looking for the Supreme? Are you sure? I don't think your head is screwed in right. You sure you came looking for him?
Wow.
So Los Tigres were the former group of the former gang that was there on that route. They were known as Los Tigres de la Ruta. They're no longer Los Tigres de la Ruta. They're in the vast majority, they became bros. They became part of the community, and they quit their wave of violence and the wave of burglaries that was going on over there. So that's what I'm saying. In many more ways than one, the nation in San Pedro as a community opened up the way so that there would be less violence in the barrios. There would be less violence amongst the community. You know what I'm saying? Let us come together as family. Let us act like family because we are family. You know? Lions don't walk together because they pretend to be lions. Lions walk together because they are lions, because they look and play the role. You know, eso no es nada más por caminamos juntos porque tú pareces. No, caminamos juntos porque eres. You know, so it's either going to be one thing or the other.
Right.
Yeah, she just left to work. Lock the door.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yo, so Pete, what you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I have to go see my cousin in Brooklyn.
All right. That's what's up.
What happened? You had plans?
No, I was thinking about going to the city tomorrow, but I'm not too sure. I have to see how my day is going.
You got to let me know ahead of time, bro, because if you come in, I'll definitely wait for you, because we definitely have a 20-minute training lesson long overdue.
You know what? I'll tell you this. I should be in NY on Thanksgiving. So
Copy.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yep.
All right, cool. So you're gonna come early. You're gonna come. You're
Yeah.
gonna come for dinner.
I'll try. I'll try because the thing is that I don't know because I'm going towards my wife's relatives, and then I
Correct.
might have to deliver something to family members. So I don't know what their time management is. So, but I do know that I'm going to be on the city that day.
Copy.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Thursday, and you're leaving Thursday night back, or you're leaving Friday?
I think I'm going to be leaving Thursday night back, if I'm not mistaken. I have to talk to the wife about this.
You have work Friday?
No,
Oh, okay, cool. So
but then
if
again,
y'all end up staying till Friday, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem meeting up with you Friday morning, and we could have an early morning training session. You know what I'm saying? And then from there you part ways to PA, you know what I'm saying? And you'll have a fresh lesson on your body so that you can have it fresh on your mind for the road.
Exactly.
And then I can't wait. I can't wait for the upcoming Wednesday when we do the show and you say, yo, I went to go see Pete. I know how to fight with sticks.
Yep.
Like, don't get close to me. If I got a stick, it's going to end up on your head. Yeah, bro.
No, I'm just going to be actually humble with it because, you know, you can't let everybody know what you're doing.
It's not that, bro. It's the excitement sometimes. Like, sometimes I can't hold myself. Like, I'm excited the twin was here today.
Exactly.
So I can't hold myself. It's not like, oh, I can't hold water. That's not it. It's that I can't hold the excitement of this man is a legend. I don't idolize no one because I'm a Christian. I'm a Yahweh-centered man. I don't idolize no one, but I always give respect where respect is due. And this man earned his respect way before I was even born. This man was kicking butt since the 70s, bro. I wasn't born till 82.
Yep. At 83
here. So for me, it was the same thing as having Bruce Lee here. For me, it would have been the same thing as having Dolph Lundgren here. To me, it would have been the same thing as having Michael John White here. It would have been the same honor, bro.
Yep.
These are people that I consider my OGs and my elders, and they've been doing this before I was born. So I appreciate it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing, bro. I can't get over it. I'm gonna be holding on to this feeling for a couple of days. And you know, it's something that I'm gonna store in my memory wallet. So whenever I feel like I'm down and out or feeling like I'm about to catch depression, I'm just gonna remember that the Master Twin was at your house for the radio show. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
For reals. For sheezy. Yeah, bro. It's just I'm over here looking at my Facebook real quick, seeing some stuff. But yeah, bro, yeah, man, we're just here. We're here. We are here.
Exactly.
Whew. The temperature went up to 60 today. I was like, what? We are in November.
Man, this weather here, this weather is bipolar.
I'm like, bro, why is it 60 degrees and we're in November? Where does that happen at? That doesn't even happen in DR.
I know. That means we're gonna have a winter until May.
That's crazy, bro. Like, oh, winter doesn't start till February. So when it starts,
Yeah.
you know, it's February, March, and April. And then the April showers actually start in May. I'm like, what? What is wrong with this calendar?
Yeah, I know.
Besides it
Yeah, I
being made
know.
up.
Right.
Oh, quick history lesson for those that don't know. The Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar that's hanging off our refrigerator or off our wall or closet, whatever. The Gregorian calendar that is 12 months. It's not the original calendar that the traditionals and the antiguos used to go by. The old Hebrew calendar was 13 months. And the cycle period of each month was only 28 days. That's called the lunar cycle. Is why women experience a lunar cycle every 28 days.
Yes,
if you count the days, yeah.
And that's what I learned by watching Michael Rood or the program A Rude Awakening on YouTube.
Shout out to A Rude Awakening.
And he actually said that I guess after the Hebrews, the only reason I'm using that because I don't want to get canceled. The Hebrews, when they went to Babylon and everything, and then when they went to, and then afterwards they said that it was like certain years that was off. So therefore, I guess within that calendar, they say that is still missing 200 years because of the Babylonian captivity.
Mm-hmm. The time of Prophet Jeremiah. That was the time of Nebuchadnezzar, King Darius, and those people.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, wow. That's another one of my fortes, man, the Bible. It's just one of my fortes, bro. One of my fortes. I was talking today with somebody outside. We were talking about superstitions. And the guy says, "Oh, I'm Christian, but I'm superstitious." And I go, "How does that make sense?" He's like, "Oh, because I like to think logically." All right. I said, "All right, cool. So you like to think logically. Is reading the Bible something that you do logically, or is that something you do spiritually?" He goes, "Oh, I read the Bible spiritually." I said, "Exactly. So you can't be someone who thinks logically and lives logically if you're someone who lives spiritually." He goes, "Wait, what? How does that make sense?" I said, "Exactly. It's not supposed to make sense. When you live spiritually, the outer shell, what the world knows, what your body knows, it's not the way you're supposed to live. When you live spiritually, you live secluded from the world because you don't follow the world. You don't celebrate the way the world celebrates. Okay? You are a different person. You know, when you're someone that's worldly, that you live by common sense, then okay, fine, you live by common sense. But those that live by the Spirit don't need common sense because those that live by the Spirit are guided by the Spirit. And we're not going to trample. We're not going to be misled anywhere because all of God's paths are righteous.
Yep.
So you can't be someone that says, "Oh, I'm a Christian person, but don't walk under that ladder because it's something so many years of bad luck." I'm like, where does it say that in the Bible? Oh, it doesn't. All right, so then stop saying that. Oh, look, watch out. Don't let that black cat pass you because that's 7 years of bad luck. Where does it say that in the Bible? Nowhere. So then don't believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it took me a few years to figure out a few mysteries of the Bible. You know where I found out Do you know what the sin of smoking is in the Bible?
The state of smoking?
The sin of smoking.
No, I
Okay,
don't
'cause
know where is this.
Technically,
Okay.
smoking is a sin. Technically. If you're smoking for a reason, I'm not trying to justify nothing, but I have PTSD from serving in the military.
Right.
So every now and again, yes, I smoke medical grade marijuana. I do. But
Yeah.
most people will judge me for that. Let's say any of the elders of San Pedro, like Maestro Ponte that was just here. These elders, they don't look at that as medicinal. They look at that as just drugs. That's just drugs to them.
That's the same with my father's generation also. He actually looked at it as that. And I had to tell him that, the medicinal purposes of it, like later on in life. He was like, really? He was like, yeah. So me and him, we actually talked about it. Cause he grew up and he was like, this is what he told me. He told me when I came to this country, I did not know why, cause everybody they had tobacco and then they had marijuana, right?
Right.
And the elders always told him, don't smoke the marijuana. When he actually came to this country and he seen a lot of people doing that, he was like, no wonder the viejos told me not to do that. It stinks. So
you know what stinks more? What stinks more is this. The personality of most people that are smoking, it's kind of sad. Like I see people that don't use it for its medicinal reason. All they do is abuse it. So because they're abusing it, it's abusing them back in return. Like you're not supposed to be consuming an ounce of marijuana a day. Like that's a little too much. You're being over excessive. You know what I'm saying? You're breaking down your body's resistance, and now you're at the point where you need to smoke an ounce a day to feel some type of relief. You need to detox. You need to detox bad, because that's you're just sitting at that point. So that's what I was trying to get at. This where I found it in the Bible. The Bible doesn't say that smoking is a sin. It doesn't say it. The way the Bible specifies that smoking is a sin is under the sin of gluttony.
And I had to break it down to a friend one day, as far as it is and stuff, because I have a friend that he's a Christian also, but he has an Indian name. So when I broke it down to him, right, and he was like, and I had to tell him the story. I gave him a couple of verses, right, but then I broke it down to a point historically because of why his name is actually tied into it. I told him that that what he does is actually tied in to people that worship your namesake in India. And when I broke it down right there, how the people did those actions, he was like, yo, and that's what my name is. I was like, exactly. Because also in the Bible, God does say, don't worship me how others worship their religion. Because God has set rules. So you cannot go around with another tradition and think that you're gonna incorporate it into worshiping with Yahweh and think that's feasible.
Yeah, you're not gonna. I'll keep it Antiguo Testamento style. You're not gonna use the parties that you used to do for Baal and try to use that party for Yahweh because Yahweh don't party like that.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, but it's good for this God. Well, it's not good for my God. It's not good for the Almighty God. He said no.
Yeah.
So there. I came to challenge you.
Yep.
Yo, I was laughing today, bro. I was laughing.
Yeah.
He said, yo, there was a master of karate in La Romana called this, and, you know, he was big. He was supposed to be big, bad, and ugly. And when I went to go challenge him and I told him who I was, he was like, oh, nah, I'm good. I was like, what? Just off your name? He said, yeah. When he heard my name, he was like, nah, I'm good. What? And then when he went to go see the master of Barahona, that he went to go challenge him at his dojo, while they were warming up, he saw him warming up and said, nope, I'm good.
Wow.
Said, nope, I'm good. You're like Bruce Lee, bro. I'm good. That's funny.
Wow. Because they knew those like, because even if a person's warming up and everything, they will know. They're like, nah, I'm good. This is beyond me.
You can tell. There's a difference between. Listen, there's a difference between. Check this out. Let's just say, hypothetically. Obviously, we are both martial artists, but let's say hypothetically, we're both martial artists from the same system. We've been in the same system for 10 years. Only difference between us is that you go 3 times a week, I go 5 times a week. When they put us to fight, those 2 extra days that I've been going out of the week are going to over-trump you. Just because. It's just because. And let me tell you something. I've seen the other way around. I've seen people that put less time in the dojo, but when it comes down to tournaments, they're total animals. And it's because the time that they can't be at the dojo, they're still in their backyard kicking coconuts. You know what I'm saying? And kicking plátano trees and all types of stuff. So, bro, when it's tournament time, they be coming out like animals. And I'm like, yo, I thought this guy was a humble cat. Nah, he's not a humble cat. He's a thundercat.
Yep.
Word. That was cool, man. That was cool, man. Twin was at my house, bro, for part 1 of this special edition martial arts edition. Because you know, today is not Wednesday. Today is not Wednesday. That's why you threw me off when you said there was a fight. I'm like, there's a fight? Today's Wednesday. Like, no, it's a fight on Netflix. Jake Paul. I'm like, oh yeah, but isn't that on Friday? I said, oh yeah, that's right. Today's Friday. Ding dong.
Yep.
Yo, wild, bro. Wild. Yeah, man. I had no idea, or maybe I did. It just probably slipped my mind. I had no idea that Headmaster Masoyama was Korean. No idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I had no idea. Because for what I know of history, you know, karate was birthed in Okinawa. And it was based off of White Crane, you know, White Crane, White Lotus, Kung Fu styles. You know, hence the reason why karate used to be translated to Chinese hand or empty hand, as opposed to karate meaning I'll hurt you.
Right.
Because that's one thing I'll tell everybody that I know for sure. Karate is a system that doesn't just teach you self-defense. You know, in its advancement, all moves are final moves. That straight punch is not just a straight punch. It's an ending straight punch. that straight punch landed, that person's most likely not going to want to fight anymore. Because we don't necessarily hit certain areas. Kyokushin, just like Seido, will teach you to hit pressure points and whatnot, but there's places that we throw punches at that are unorthodox. Like I'll throw a punch in between your shoulder blade and your clavicle bone that'll knock your shoulder off the clavicle, and it'll knock your clavicle off your shoulder. Now your arm just won't move again for like the next 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So have you ever heard the terminology Denmak? Denmak means the touch of death. In karate,
Yes.
every move is supposed to be Denmak. That's why we don't practice combos. What combo? What combo? Once I hit you once with this powerful right, there is no left. You're not going to be able to take the left. Now, there are people that can, and that's why, obviously we have combos. But we don't need combos, bro. Because the people that want to fight you in the street, they didn't come from your dojo. So they're not going to have the resistance. They're not going to have the conditioning. They're not going to have the training. You're going to peck them, and they're going to be like, ow. I'm like, bro, really? I barely tapped you.
Right.
Well, it's different, man. It's different. So I know next week, we're going to ask Maestro Santana, we're going to ask him, as far as the curriculum, what he thinks is a harder training regimen. The training done in DR, the training done here. Obviously, he's going to say the training done in DR, because in DR, there's no,
all right,
pardon my words, there's no sissy business going on. You know what I'm saying? We don't favoritism nobody. You came here to the dojo prepared to meet pain, prepared to endure pain, prepared to love pain.
Yep.
But in America, it's like, oh, pain? No, I don't want to practice no more. Huh? So how you learning how to fight, but you don't know how to take a punch? How you learning how to fight, but can't take a kick? How you learning how to fight, but when you go out to the field to go fight, at the first hit, you're going to run. So everything you trained for was for nothing?
Sure. Right.
This is a mixed word that I made. It's between pariguayo and pendejo. Pariguayo. Pariguayo. Yeah, pariguayo and pendejo at the same time. Mira, pariguayo.
Yep.
Yeah, man. For real. Ooh, yo, Jarin, what's going on, brother? I'm not gonna say you laughing. I'm not gonna say you missed it, because you're gonna obviously see it on the YouTube when it, on the YouTube video when you get the replay. But we had Maestro Santana here from San Pedro, and we was rocking with the best, bro. Like, this man's story, it doesn't just move you. It'll make you laugh, bro. Like, people were really scared of this man, and he was just a normal, calm, chill dude. He never really tried to hurt nobody in the street or nothing like that, but there were times that people tried him, and he had to do a few exhibitions of his own.
Yep.
Yeah, chilling is definitely a two-punt word sentence at this moment, because that man's history is chilling, like Thriller, like a thriller chilling movie. And the people that he mentioned, all the people he mentioned were people that were badass in karate. These people were no joke.
Yep.
And here comes this young man who started karate self-taught at the beginning, kicking everybody's butt. Like, oh, snap. Man's dedicated to the trade. He started at 14 with books.
Wow.
Do you know how different that is? As opposed to like here, kids in New York, they stumble across the school, see some kids kicking. Mommy, I want to be in karate now. That was easy. Staples, right? But
Right.
this man came across a book and started practicing off the book that he was reading. That's just wow.
Yeah.
So with the book, just with the knowledge of the book alone, he went through the advancement of what's white belt, blue belt, and yellow belt just from reading the book by himself.
Wow.
That's beautiful, bro. That's the type of mentality that you need to have to pull that off is definitely not a modern way of approaching things.
Yep.
You have to really be traditional to just fall in line with something like that.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, bro. Let me see if there's an update on the scorecards for these fights.
Right.
Tyson Paul update. All right. ESPN. About an hour ago. Oh, wow. So I'm reading here. It says the fight is in the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The fight was sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, and will consist of 2-minute rounds with both fighters wearing 14-ounce gloves. 14-ounce gloves are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know what that means that when you hit, it's not that there's extra cushion. When you hit, there's extra weight in the hit.
Wow.
All right. So the official regular weight is 10-ounce gloves. All right. That's for the heavyweight fighters normally.
Yeah.
So they're going to be using 14-ounce gloves. Yeah, that'll knock your arms. That'll knock your arms off your shoulders, bro. Your arms are going to be dead tired.
Yep.
They're going to be dead tired.
Yep.
It's the best having experience in fighting because if you don't know how to take a punch, you just Carl the Tooth Williams. Oh, man. That's an AKA Glass Joe. Mike Tyson's punch out. Pretty much.
Yeah.
My thing is this. When it comes to anything that has to do with anything, fighting is a word that means verbal, something that's happening, an action that's happening, right? If you're swimming and you don't have swimming practice, you're going to suck as a swimmer. If you're rowing a boat and you don't have rowboat practice, you're going to not be good at that. So you need to have experience in what you're doing if you're going to be good at something. You want to be a good fighter, you need to have experience in fighting. You need to have training. You need to have simulation and stimulation. You need to be able to see what will happen when those punches start flying. If you're going to parry, block, grapple, hook, counter punch, cross, jab, hook, uppercut, overhand. All these things are at your disposal. But if you're fighting against someone who knows how to counter all these things, that's when it gets interesting. That's why it's a dance. It's a dance. Like, who is going to win? The person who can dance the most.
Yep.
My boy said, I hope Tyson wins. I don't think there's hoping for this one, bro. Tyson's record is just 30 times greater than this kid, bro. Just look at the numbers. Just look at the numbers.
Right.
The numbers are dangerous by themselves.
Yep.
The numbers are dangerous by themselves. Like, literally. Like, where's that tab I had open earlier? Let me see something here. Let me see. History. Okay. I had opened this up, and then I saw... Is it here? Yeah, it's here. Okay, it says Mike Tyson, 50 wins, 6 losses, 44 knockouts. All right, let's make simple math without having to make simple math. Paul's record: 10 wins, 1 loss, 7 knockouts. Yeah, about that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's really all I'm gonna say to that. 50-10.
Yeah.
44-7. The numbers are staggering. It's like Michael Jordan in his prime against a novice Carmelo.
Yep.
It's not gonna happen. So hopefully it's a good fight as far as, I'm going to put it like this. Hopefully it's a good fight as far as, hopefully Tyson doesn't bully this man. You know what I'm saying? That he doesn't just come in there and knock his head right off in the first 15 seconds. Hopefully we get to see a fight. And not like this bull crap fight that he had with Jones. No. Nothing like that.
Nah.
That was bull crap.
Yeah, it was.
A real head-to-head, toma, dale, block, move, bam, bam. Oh,
yep.
Down. Jaring, dímelo.
Yeah.
Can't hear nothing, bro. Raise your volume.
Yo.
He'll be back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He'll be back. Like I said, bro, the ball is on Tyson's court.
Yes,
if he wants this fight to be a long battle to see what Jake is about, it'll be on Tyson.
Yep.
We know Tyson's peekaboo is no laughing matter, bro. If he goes in there peekaboo, it's a wrap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
I'm gonna step to do a little bit something, and then I'm gonna come back.
I'll be here. I will be right here. Let me see what I have here. That I could probably do a refresh. If I have any presentations here. Okay, got the weapons. I got the home security gadgets. In-home security gadgets. Let me see this. See if I can put this up there and represent this for a little bit. Edit name, remove from studio. No, don't remove from studio. Let it play. Let's go. Okay. And it's not letting me. Let's see. Slides. Open this. It doesn't open. Virtual background, that has nothing to do with it. It is not letting me open the presentation. I wonder. No? Okay. What if I do that? No. What if I do this? No. What if I do that? No. What if I do this? That didn't work either. Right click. No. Okay. So it really did not want to work. I mean, even if he has fought anybody good, you know, with fighting comes experience. So whatever experience he has so far or thus far is nowhere compared in numbers to the experience that our man Tyson already has. Like Tyson's been boxing my whole life. I remember being a jet seeing Tyson knock people out in the ring. You know, I grew up on Mike Tyson's Punch Out on Nintendo. Like people forgot about that we've been seeing Tyson in video games. Like, bro, when Mike Tyson had the problem that the issue happened with him, that's the only reason why they took him out of Street Fighter. But Barlog's real name is Mike Bison. Are you listening to this? For those that are hearing, in Street Fighter, M. Bison, the last boss, that's not M. Bison's real name. The last boss of Street Fighter's name is not M. Bison, it's Vega. Vega is the real name of Mr. M. Bison. And who we know as Vega with the claws, his name was Barlog. And Barlog, the boxer, his real name was supposed to be Mike Bison. In other words, Mike Tyson. But Mike Tyson had that problem that he was going through in that time, you know, early 80s, early 90s. So they decided to dump the idea and they switched the names around and turned the boxer into Barlog, turned Vega into M. Bison, and turned Barlog, the guy with the claws, turned him into Vega. That's what happened there. So that's wild. You know, and there's other games that feature Mike Tyson as a boxer. You know what I'm saying? And there's been a long history, man. You know, he's been through a lot of stuff. Oh, look, it loaded. All right. It loaded. Let's see this. What do we got here? Ah, the wall safe. Yeah, I remember this. The wall safe, if you see this plug, it's an outlet. It's a European outlet. but it can be an American standard as well. This wall outlet device, and Bison was the dude from Thailand. The dude from Thailand is Sagat, and Sagat's always been Sagat. That's been his name from the beginning. Sagat's always been Sagat. The only names they got musical chaired was M. Bison, Barlog, and Vega. Because M. Bison is supposed to be the boxer. Barlog is supposed to be Vega with the claws, and M. Bison is supposed to be Vega. That's how it was originally in Japan. And when the Mike Tyson bullcrap happened, they decided to drop that and they gave it a musical chair shuffle. But Sagat's always been Sagat. Yeah, so while you were gone, I was starting this presentation over again to just give everyone a quick refresher. You know, this is a wall safe. This is a wall safe electrical wall mount. You know, you see this and you think that it's a regular plug, but it has a key that you open. And when you open it, there's a safe behind it. And, you know, can store little documents, your passports, stuff like that, money. It's spacious enough to be able to put away a handgun or a pepper launcher or something that you want to keep away from the kids. So that's the wall safe. Very interesting right there. Then you got the Solo wallet. The Solo wallet is a wallet that features like this little backdoor pocket technology here. That it's locked in safe. You know, nothing can open it unless you digitally put in the code. And if for whatever reason the case dies, no one still can't open it. You have to charge it to be able to open it. So it has its fails, but believe it or not, I think that's a good fail safe. Let's say my phone were to die and the case of it dies with it, no one can get into my secure case and take my credit cards, my IDs, because you know it has to be charged for them to open it. That's a good fail safe. Not too convenient for the real owner though, because he's gonna have to charge it. But that's a pretty good fail safe. At least you know your stuff is secure. You know what else we got here? Yeah, we got the detainer. The detainer is a floor anchor that, you know, it'll stop anybody from trying to rush through your door. You know, obviously, the durability of the door plays a big role in this. Because if you have a flimsy door that your average 18-year-old can kick through, then, you know, this thing, the stopper or the defender, it's not going to stop nobody. Because it's just going to hold the door at the bottom and the rest of the door is just going to break. So if the integrity of your door is not strong enough, by putting the stopper thing on it, you're not doing too much. This is good for doors that are strong doors to make sure that nobody knocks through your door. What else we got here? We got the Sabre door lock, which is basically an adaptable door pin that you put over the door's hinge. Not the hinge, the knob, the middle knob on the inside. You add that and then you put this and you slide it in all the way to the end. That prevents it from having space. If there's no space for it to wedge, then you can't Slim Jim through it. It's unwedgeable. So that's a pretty good subsidized door locking mechanism to safeguard your locks on top of the fact that it's already locked. Right? What else is here? We got the fire shield. I love talking about this fire shield. This fire shield is really awesome. It's like a Captain American sized shield. You put it in front of you. It sprays against the fire, and it has a fan that's throwing air to your face so that the smoke and soot can't settle on your face. It also comes with a built-in flashlight, and it's heat resistant up to I think 800 degrees or something like that, which is a lot, honestly. If you're dealing with an 800-degree fire, you probably shouldn't even be there in the first place.
Basically.
So, yeah, that's pretty good. And, of course, we're going back to the old 3-in-1s, stun and pepper spray and pepper launcher. This one's a stun gun, a pepper spray, and a flashlight. I had another one in another presentation that was a stun gun / pepper spray / pepper ball launcher. Those pepper ball launchers do not play no games. That is so good for crowd control, it's not even funny. Oh, I got 4 people chasing me. All right. Wait till you hit that 180 and you let that one pepper ball just go that way. When that explodes and goes off, that 6-foot cloud of pepper is going to engulf whatever crowd is trying to come after you. That crowd has been controlled. That's why we call it a crowd control utility. For sure. For sure. For real. So this fight should be happening soon. Can't wait. Yeah. I'm one of those that I'm not. It's funny. I'm a martial artist, but I don't like fighting. So I'm not too excited to be hurried up to go watch it on TV because it's going to be live, and I'm not a fan like that. I'm a fan of, I don't know what happened. I might see it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I might want to hear about other people's testimonies of what they think on the fight first and then go see it. But I'm not a person of, I need to see it now while it's live so no one can ruin it for me. No, ruin it for me. Because I'm a real fighter, a real warrior, analyzes the battle and dissects it. That's what makes a warrior a true warrior. You understand the aspect of battle in all ends.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and Jareen, as far as M. Bison being the dude from Thailand, it's more like Vega and Bison the boss having Shadowloo headquarters in Thailand. Because Sagat was Tyson's head enforcer, technically like his bodyguard. So that's why, Bison Thailand situation there. Yeah, man. Yep. Oh, 11. I'm going to do what I do. Wrap it up on my end. I am going to most likely start working on some music, probably from here till 2 in the morning.
Yep.
And then
I'm just gonna.
That's it. I got nothing special to do tomorrow. I only wake up early on weekdays.
Got you.
Tomorrow's a sleep-in day for me.
Yep.
Sagat's reach is too crazy. So if you know how to fight with Sagat, he's easily a chain fighter. I'm saying you attack up, you attack down, you attack the middle, tiger up, tiger down, tiger up, tiger down. If the guy decides to jump, tiger uppercut. He's a chain fighter. Forget about it. It's easy.
I always loved beating Sagat with Ryu when he went up and did Hadouken with Ryu and Ken. Because I'm talking about like maybe the 93, 94 Street Fighter. Those were like was the best games ever. I wanted to get to play Mortal Kombat, but my parents was not that happened. So I had to do that behind scenes when I got older.
So, quick fun fact that was also very upsetting. Everybody saw Street Fighter the movie when Street Fighter the movie came out, right? Why is it that in Street Fighter? Why is it that in Street Fighter the movie they have Ken fighting against Sagat and Ryu is fighting against Vega? What is going on here?
I mean, it was poor. If you actually look at it, everybody was jumping for joy when we was kids. But then when you actually look at the movie as an adult, you be like, seriously, WTF?
Yeah, I mean, what we know as lore for Street Fighter 2 is that Ryu, right? It was Ryu Soryuken that put that scar on Sagat's chest, or was it Ken?
I don't know, but the thing is, though, it was like I read in one of the magazines that it was like in the comics that there was a fight between Sagat and Ken, and then Sagat went up and scalped Ken and sent it to Ryu or something like that. And then I haven't seen the end of. And then I wanted to see what was the get back or whatever. I could never find that issue of Street Fighter again.
I'm looking up the lore here. Street Fighter lore. Okay, so yeah, I was right. It was Ryu Shoryuken that left him that scar, right? So why is it that in the movie they have Ryu fighting against Vega, and they have Ken fighting against Sagat? I'm like, that's not how it went. That's not how it went down. How it went down, it was Vega fighting against Ken, because I remember in the original Japanese, Vega clawed Ken's foot down to the mat so that he wouldn't be able to do the Tatsumoki Senpu, which is what we know, the helicopter kick. Right? So he clawed his foot down so he wouldn't do the helicopter kick. But from out of nowhere, he came and he hit Vega with the Soryuken that broke his mask and broke his claws. Right? And then the fight against Ryu and Sagat, Sagat being an instigator talking about Ryu's family, he said something about Ryu's younger sister that he really didn't like, and he hit him with the only Dragon Soryuken that ripped his chest wide open. Shwa! Yeah, man.
Yep.
And that's what led Sagat to develop the Tiger Uppercut after getting hit with a Soryuken uppercut. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. I'm gonna end it with that note. I want to wish everybody a good night, a good weekend. You know, I want to thank the followers, the listeners, the likers, the commentators, the people that ask questions, those that listen to the podcast later, those that share. I want to bless all of y'all. And thank you. And we will see you soon. Jarin, dímelo.
Dímelo, ¿qué play?
¿Qué dice, manito?
Yeah. Man. Yeah, man. Y'all remember Virtual Fighters?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And Tekken, that was kind of, I liked it, that game. It was kind of like technical. Some of that stuff kind of had like little basic like skills in it too.
Yeah, it would teach you something.
Yeah. I used to like Jeffrey from Tekken.
Yeah, I remember Jeffrey.
Yeah. And then you had the one dude that did what's that Brazilian martial arts of Capoeira.
Eddie Gordo.
You talking about Eddie?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the first capoeira character for Taken, and I think that was Taken 5 or something like that. It was
Yeah. Eddie Gordo.
And then you got Law, obviously, Bruce Lee. You got King, the Tiger, the wrestler.
No.
Yeah, man. Taken will always be a legend in its own genre.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about the new Taken that just came out, but I did play a Taken that came out a few years back. They had a Kuma in there. I was going nuts. They wasn't ready for me. I'm like, oh, you haven't seen a Raging Demon until you do a Raging Demon and Taken. Yo, it's beautiful. They look at you like, how'd you do that? Well, first you hit light punch twice, you hit forward, and then light kick and heavy punch at the same time. That's how you do it.
Yep.
And I could do it so easily the way I had my button set up. They'd be like, yo, how did you just do that so quick? I'm like, practice.
Yep. Practicing hard, though, you know, playing. Sometimes, like back in the day, though, I remember like being around, you know, my peoples who was younger, and that's what we used to do. We used to play like Street Fighter and all these different games for competition. And whoever lost, you got to pass the controller.
Nah, bro. We used to play quarters at the pizzeria machine.
Oh man, yeah, we used to do that too.
Quarters.
At the pizzeria machine, that was like a bet. You go to the bodega. You know what I mean? Yeah, you go have your put up there, hustling, playing Street Fighter.
You know how many fights I got into taking my quarters? I'm like, yo, don't take my quarter, bro. I saw you.
Yeah.
I'm here to challenge you.
Yo, those were good old days. That's when New York, New Jersey used to have, when the bodegas used to have the arcades inside the stores.
Yes, sir. Before they became illegal.
Before it became illegal. Those were good old days. Yep. So a lot of people missed out on them days.
They're not illegal to have, but they're illegal to have in a corner store where you're not expecting to have you know, people come and occupy your store. Your store is in and out store.
Yeah.
The arcades were having so many kids flood stores that people started not even selling no more. It was like, yo, I can't sell nothing. These kids are always inside the store playing this damn video game.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was right in the neighborhood. That's what people used to skip school at when they used to have the little arcades.
Bro.
And stuff like that back in the days, and that's when you seen the Chunico offices and stuff used to run down.
On
the kids, and people used to scatter like roaches.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
You said the truancy offices. You had to run.
Yeah.
Truancy, run.
Yeah.
Backpack on. They know it's you. Run.
Right. And you could tell who was in school though, because who was young enough though, because you see the kids, they'll start scattering away like little roaches.
Yeah, I mean, I used to tell people, drop your book bag into the bushes, man. Don't walk around with that book bag. They know you're supposed to be in school.
Supposed to be in school, yeah.
What you doing out here in class?
That's what I used to get away with, because we always used to have that one friend that, you know, like they mom ain't care, so we used to leave our book bags and stuff in this house.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everybody had one of them friends back in the day. You know, their parents ain't paying them no attention too much.
Listen, I had a friend named Sabrina that she lived across the street from my high school. Her dad was a super of like 4 different buildings that were like in different blocks. So when he would leave, he wouldn't come back till 2:00 in the afternoon. That used to be our hooky spot, man. It used to get crazy in there. Truth or Dare was a different ball game back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school Truth or Dare is not elementary Truth or Dare. I'll tell you that for free.
We had fun though. I guess though, because we ain't had all that internet, so you had to use your imagination.
We didn't have all those cell phones either. You had to use your imagination.
Man, the first cell phone I saw it used to be them big heavy. It was like it looked like a Ghostbusters thing. They had the big heavy pack, and Yeah.
The ectoplasma pack.
Yeah.
He said you had the Ghostbusters booby trap, ghost
Booby
trap.
trap, ghost trap.
Whoa, that
And
was
you know,
huge.
and then
needed
you
a
knew the cats
briefcase.
that sold. Yeah.
Yep.
You needed a briefcase to walk around with that cell phone. That's how
Yeah.
big it was.
Well.
Like, let me pull this phone
Yep.
out. And how you pulling out a 2-foot phone?
Right. Or you
It
saw
was
somebody
great.
that had it in their Mercedes Benz back
Yeah,
in the day. You know, only
Those
drug
phones
dealers
was like a
had them.
laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Technology has gone far, bro. Now we got phones as small as a lighter.
Yeah, right.
That's wicked, man.
Exactly.
That's wicked. But my brothers, blessings in the name of Jesus, blessings in the name of Yahweh. Us, I'm about to head out.
Amen.
Us.
Us.
Got you, bro. Amen. Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haring, I'm about to go catch the fight. So, you know, I'm about to close out and everything like that.
Wow. Yeah, I'm about to catch it
If you
too, though.
watch the replay, yeah, man.
Yeah, but I hope Tyson, man, win this, man, because, man, Mike was one of my favorite fighters,
Me
man.
too.
You know, I hate to see
he
him
was
lose.
mine too. And it was my father's also.
Yeah.
And then
Mike was yeah, I hate to see him lose. Because he might, because Jake Paul ain't never really, if you think about it, his career, I think he only fought people that he could beat. If you think about it, it wasn't too many people.
Yeah, I actually think that.
Yeah, and I don't think he really fought nobody that wasn't all that good. He always fought people that he know he could beat.
Right.
Because I don't really them kind of guys he
Basically.
fought though wasn't no good fighters like that. If I think Tyson fight about to be on soon though, I think what is the girl fighting right now?
Yeah, I know it was the females that was fighting.
Yeah, because I know the Tyson that's gonna be the main event.
Yep.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good one. But man, I don't know. I was at 58 years old. I don't think I would have took a chance though. Because ain't Mike Tyson not
Right,
broke,
but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, if you really look at it, it's not even that. The only reason I think that fight is right is he's just doing that so people could actually take him seriously as a boxer. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next because after that he wants to fight Tyson Fury.
Oh, Tyson Fury. See, I don't think he could beat Tyson Fury though.
Yeah.
You know, if they fight Tyson Fury will definitely give him the business.
Exactly.
But that'll be good for his experience though. Because he had to fight somebody good to get better, you know? Because he ain't gonna get no better if he keep picking these easy fights. Exactly. That's how boxing goes. In boxing, man, you gotta fight people with a challenge to actually get your skills up.
Yep.
You can't fight like somebody that's not really, you know, not really all that great. Then I remember he beat Nate Robinson up though. Nate Robinson ain't had no hands at all. Nate Robinson was one of them dudes that just was big for nothing though when it came to the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Yeah, they've been busy so much, man. They've been doing all this traveling and stuff, man. I was in China 2 weeks, like last week. 2 weeks ago, actually. Man, she was different.
Yep.
Man, it's good to travel, man. I always tell people, man, it's good to see things, you know. for yourself though, because
Yep.
sometimes you know how people may will tell you anything, you know. But to see stuff for yourself, you know, I've been
Yep.
chilling, been limited, you know. Ain't been on social media too much.
They went up and they going in on Cedric the Entertainer. They're
Mhm.
saying that he's dressed like a Nigerian scam. out of all the, out of all things to call a person, you say he's dressed like a Nigerian scammer. That's
Yo,
funny.
that's nasty. From a Nigerian scamming. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he do got a rep of that though, but they like they said the Nigerians is some of the smartest people in Africa.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because they know a lot about, you know, they into the tech world and all kinds. They real intelligent when they come to stuff like that. They real smart.
Yep.
Like a lot of people probably would think in Northern Africa and all that, but they just oil rich, you know. They just had different
Right.
resources and stuff. So you know, that's different from having intelligence than having ownership to natural resources and stuff. Because sometimes people, a lot of times, they just inherit that. You know, they be passing that down.
Yep.
Yeah. Mike got to win this. Ville would be so mad he lose. Know what I mean? Brooklyn gonna be upset, and his fans.
Yeah.
You know that's about Brooklyn.
Exactly.
Because you had so many legends that came out of Brownsville, like fighters wise.
Yep.
And you had a lot of legends came out of Brownsville.
Exactly.
But the rounds, I think they said it was only 2-minute rounds. So you know, it's not really like, I don't think it's like a real like sanctioned fight though, like a real fight.
It's
Like
an
a real,
exhibition.
yeah. So, you know, exhibition fights. You know what I mean? They can come on any kind of way. But yeah, I don't know that at that age, man. I don't think I ain't try to. I don't know. That's just me, man. I wouldn't be no fighter because you get too old at a certain age, man. I'll cheat on a young dude. I ain't gonna fight him fair. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You be that age, man. 58 years old, somebody that young, man, I'll do him dirty. I'll kick him in the nuts or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do one of them old school
Basically.
karate moves like blood sport and throw some dust in his eyes or something.
Yeah. Well, you
Sometimes,
know
man,
what?
you
Shout out
do.
to on my IG. Shout out to Morse Code Bullies for checking in, because I'm not only live on YouTube, I'm live on Twitch and I'm live on Instagram also.
Oh,
If I
all
get
right.
a better plan for StreamYard,
Yeah.
I might be live on TikTok also.
Yeah. Yeah. TikTok is out. The only thing they just, long as you, well, you good though. Long as you're not in certain algorithm, you good. Because that's why I'll go live on TikTok though. Because certain people, know what I mean, that follow, they just talk about stuff that I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? But
No, I
you could
only
build
want
your
to. I
own
only.
crowd though.
Yeah,
You could
I
build
mean,
your
I
own
built my own
crowd.
crowd, and I don't really even be live. So I just post my videos. Certain people
Hmm.
comment, and that's it.
Yeah. Cause I be putting like funny. I be doing different stuff. I don't be doing what everybody be doing on that app. Because a lot of times
Exactly.
because there's a lot of people doing the same things, you know. But it's good to
And I
change.
just be on my own.
Be on your own ways.
Yeah, I'm like, yep. Yeah, that's how I've always been.
Yeah, yeah. I don't be trying. I used to see people used to send me certain stuff, and I used to be like, nah, I ain't doing that because I ain't with all that negativity stuff. Sometimes you need some place to go where you can escape stuff and laugh or learn some educational things, you know. When you focus too much on drama and stuff
Right.
like that ain't good for your health. You just gonna make yourself sick and old. I be seeing people, around my age, man, look like they way older than me though. That's because that's what they focus on all the time though. That do mean a lot though. You can't really always pay that
Yep.
kind of stuff attention all the time. That's that's all you want to. Well, yeah, that is, and that'd be good though. Even when you doing on this though, like you talk about the martial arts and stuff like that, man, you'll be surprised, man. You'll probably get a big crowd. It'll be okay. People love that, man. People will pop out of nowhere. Probably get a couple, masters, grandmasters will pop up on it and change something up. That's something I don't think nobody really doing like that. Even with this channel, it's small down, but it'll take time. It take time. It'll get bigger eventually. You know what I'm saying? Everything take time.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Cause who gonna like martial arts, man? I used to, I love it. And
Yeah.
but since the old subtitles, kung fu movies and stuff like that.
Yes.
I've always
Yep.
been a fan. Still
Yeah, it was
is.
actually, it was like my father. He got me watching a lot of martial arts flicks back in the day, and
Yeah.
after my pops passed, I found out where he got. I found out where he got it from. He got it
Mm,
from my uncle that lived in Brooklyn. May he rest in
mm.
peace. Also,
Yeah.
yeah.
Your uncle used to watch a lot of old school joints too, like the Shaw,
I mean, I had.
the Shaw brothers. That was like the production, the Shaw brothers. They
It
made
was the
all the
Shaw
like,
brothers, and it was the Shaw brothers that I liked, and later on, I used to like Golden Harvest movies too.
Golden Arms, Deadly
Yep.
Venoms,
Yep.
and the Drunken Masters, and the list
Oh
going. So
yeah.
many of
Then on
them.
top of it, the Iron Monkeys.
Oh yeah, the Iron
The one
Monkeys
that, yeah, yeah,
and
the first
Golden
Iron
Arms
Monkey
too
where
is
he
one of my
actually had,
favorites too.
yeah.
The kid with the Golden Arms.
And then I like the men from Canton also.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
It was a
It was a
yeah. Cause that's all that do. We start something different. That'll be good, cause I like what you're doing, something different, cause everybody can't be on the same wave, talk about political stuff, and sometimes people need to leave that stuff alone. Because half of the people that talk
I
about that
mean,
stuff all the time, they not even in these places are not really doing that for them people. Most of the people that's talking about that stuff all the time, you
exactly.
know.
That's why I got out of that whole weave. I just started my own. So that's why
Hmm.
I'm not really even going having certain individuals right there. Because you have certain individuals that they want to speak that stuff. They want to do all this emotional stuff just because they think they can't get their way. So I'm like, you know what? I'm doing my own stuff. And certain people are
Yeah,
going to say you're doing your own way, but I don't care. I'm not going to go around and kowtow to anybody. Nobody's really paying my bills. And then on top of it, I don't. If it was a person I don't ideologically respect, you're not going to be on my show, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't blame
So
you because I know how that is though. Because I know if I make a YouTube channel or something like that and be alive, like certain people though, I wouldn't have on my stuff either because they'll bring
yep.
all the wrong crowd to you. You know what I mean? They'll bring all the trolls and everything with them.
No, I got something for that. That's why I have mods on my own joint, and then on top of it, if you're gonna be a troll, you're gonna subscribe either way. So therefore, if anybody, the thing is though, when you have a YouTube channel, you could actually make it subscriber mode only. That stops the trolls because trolls,
Yeah,
if a troll subscribe, then guess what? You could go around and troll whatever. But the thing is though, what I've seen that a lot of people they actually have the troll problem because they actually don't put it on subscriber mode. When you're on
yeah,
subscriber mode, that avoids all the trolls and the
all the
nonsense whatsoever.
trolls. Because the trolls ain't gonna
Yep.
really ain't gonna subscribe. They just gonna pop up when you on
Yep.
when they see you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I ain't never did a live on certain stuff, but I'm probably more comfortable doing on YouTube than TikTok
Yep.
because you know what I mean. YouTube is less sensitive than TikTok.
Right.
You know what I mean, just in case you have to, even though you're not looking for no chaos, but just in case you have to put somebody in their place. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, you could do it
Exactly.
at. You can't do it on TikTok and stuff. TikTok is a little too sensitive, man. I done got reported and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I don't even think
Man,
I ain't
I
even
haven't
said
really got.
the craziest.
I was like, I haven't really got reported, but I got
Hmm.
some lame trying to say like, "Hey, we're gonna put this guy in prison. We're gonna make false charges or whatsoever." I'm like,
Yeah,
please. And then
yeah,
they had a whole group on Telegram to say that. I was like, these dudes is idiots.
yeah.
Nah, because somebody actually hit me up and they said that. I was like, yo. I was like, God,
That
they
shit
don't know what
nasty.
I know.
I think TikTok to me, I be looking at TikTok. That's why I don't really join it. It's just a whole bunch of soft people that be on there and just be talking shit. Hate to
Yeah,
say that
basically.
though, but that's when I be watching. That's how the way I be looking at them. It just because you look at it, people be on there every day. You know what I mean? Gossiping like women. They be grown men be doing that shit too. The women you would expect that too, but I ain't see so many grown men in there gossiping like women in my life on social media, like little girls. I was like, man, that like TikTok could be kind of weird, you know?
I mean, if you actually look at it, TikTok is type of weird when you have dudes who want to go around and diss on other people, but yet they got messed up haircuts and they look effeminate as heck. I don't understand that. No, for real though.
No, you ain't lying, though.
No,
That's
on
the truth.
YouTube, there was a dude that went up and made a whole video dissing this guy because I guess I don't know, maybe of racial politics or whatsoever the case is, right? This, but
Yeah,
mind you, I'm not saying politics in general. I'm just saying racial politics. And to
yeah,
me, this joint, this whole thing, why this guy was trying to make this guy look bad, you just look at the video, he was like, yo, dude is effeminate as heck, bro. I was like, man, I'll just cut that joint off. No offense to anybody, nobody who's no offense to anybody who's in the LGBT community. But
right.
if you're gonna go and try to make somebody look bad, but yet you sound like a woman, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna take you seriously, so I just cut this joint off. I'm like,
Yeah,
please.
right. Yeah, you just
Yeah,
look at it and be like, yeah, okay.
yeah,
You look
cut
at them
off.
different because, especially if they feminine, you just looking at it like he probably want to sleep with the dude more than anything. That's what it looked like. Yeah,
Yo,
right.
that. Yo, that.
Yeah, because I be looking at it too, because that's wasting all that energy, you know what I mean? Talking about a dude you don't know. That's nasty. Yeah, that's nasty, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna waste no energy online talking about somebody I don't know like that in real life.
That is nasty work. And then
Yeah.
on top of it, when you have people who dox you and everything like that, well, yeah, I got doxed. Okay, and you know, and those like, oh, they think they know your whole life story and then telling lies, and they doxed you. I was like, yeah. I'm like, please, this is way stupid. And then on top of it, they want to act like they're the authority on, oh, you're a fake Dominican. I'm like, please.
Yeah,
you can't even look at yourself in the mirror. I'm just laughing. And
I'd be laughing at that though, because you can't call nobody no fake, especially like you ain't qualified to be saying that if you're not born there, really. You know what I'm saying? That's like especially these big like that. You ain't basically you're American, like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't you know they'll laugh at him and say like, man, get out of here, you're a gringo. And then you know what it is though. I hate to say that though. But the Dominicans, a lot of them from the C-Bio, think they better than everybody else. If you sit there and listen how the way they talk, because I could kind of, not all of them, but I could read words, the way they put them together, basically, you know what I'm saying? And I don't say all of them think like that, but a lot of them do.
I mean, I know that some of the C-Bioians, you know, they're faith-based and they're family-based, right? Because on my wife's side, they're like that, right? But all of a sudden, anybody who could be Republican or not Republican, you know what I'm saying? One thing I could actually say is that they treat me with respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whenever I met them or anything like that, about I'm thinking in my mind whatever, because you know I did go to school in Norman Thomas. But after all, not everybody's the same, and you know what? They treat me like I'm one of the family, so I'm like, hey, just like Pete says, he don't see no race because everybody's different shades of wheat. So
yeah, that's because like really the history on that side of time, there was more mestizos for the loggers, you know what I'm saying? Like all the like tri-racials and all that is like really was like more in our region. The original, you know what I'm saying? Like the original Black Dominicans is like from like, you know what I mean, our region. You know what I'm saying? So them for the long time, so people they started mixing and stuff like that. And then, you know, a lot of people in that area, a lot of them they have like a black grandmother, but their grandmother be from Haiti and stuff though, because some especially people from Multi Christi and in certain areas and stuff like that. And, you know, but you know, us though, we ain't ashamed. We don't, because really though, in our region, like, you know, we don't really don't. I noticed like people that's from where we from, I mean, our people's from, they don't be talking about race stuff like that. We ain't really that's not our thing. And I ain't never met, even on TikTok, I ain't never met nobody from where I was on that. You know what I mean? That race talk all the time. It was always them people from that region always was doing that. It was never was us. Yeah. So those, but not all of them though, because you got some real nice people, man. I used to go up in them areas too. Everybody ain't like that. They certain people make them look bad. That's all that is when they come to online.
Oh yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, because it is some nice people, man. I used to go to La Vega all the time, and I used to get nothing but love up there.
I wish I could go to La Vega, but the thing is, though, whenever it's that carnival and everything like that, I won't be in Dominican Republic. I'll be there like after the fact or something like that. I think that has to change.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, I like going to other spots too instead of there, you know, because I'll be going to Brazil and all that other stuff.
I mean, shoot. Talking about Brazil, yo, shout out to Milano. He just made a video out there in Brazil. I mean, I would like to go.
He got robbed, I heard.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'll ask.
Yeah, but I
But
was I don't know. You ever heard of Razor Rays?
yeah, wait,
He,
yeah, but then I don't really
the,
watch them either because it was like, okay, you know, like how somebody they co-sign a bad idea, and then
yeah.
somebody co-signs another bad idea.
Hmm.
So I went up and I just was watching Razor Rays a little bit, but then when he
Yeah.
was just having the talking points of disgruntled American men about how certain people get robbed because of quote unquote the women on the street and everything like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, guess what? What happened to the women that are actually virtues and they work hard or anything like that? I don't see these so-called travelers talking about that. But yet you want to go around and down women that got you set up and robbed. I'm like, if you actually look at it, you went up and you got robbed. I'm just saying for any place. You went up and you got
Hmm.
robbed because if you do these two things, if you go into a place and you don't know the culture, right? And you don't
Yeah.
know anything else. And then on top of it, you want to come in, um, troll on people and everything like that. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna go around and get what you're gonna get got. And then they'll be the ones complaining and talking about, oh, women don't like us and everything like that. I'm like, and Razor, and going back to that topic, that guy was on that same time, so I stopped watching.
Mm.
So
You know, I told one of them dudes one day. Only reason why a lot of them get robbed, they think a lot of them people don't understand English. A lot of them country be watching these dudes on YouTube and stuff like that, and they be waiting on them, and them women be taking pictures of these dudes. Like they'll screenshot them. So a lot of these schools go to these different countries. They think they slick and they think they don't understand that they talking down on these women. They automatically they don't understand. Like most of them passport bros, they're already on them already. They automatically targets if they run into the wrong chick. So a lot of times they how the way they talk online, they already mad as a target. They saying that women is easy and all that. You think people don't understand what they saying? That's what make them kind of dumb about it.
yeah, that's
You know
why
what I
I'm
mean?
like, that's why when all the times when I went to San Pedro, I could walk by myself because everybody knows me. It was like, okay, yeah, you're the
Mhm.
American, or you're this, that, and the third. But other than that, it was always respect. So therefore, I knew what it was. And on top of it, certain people could go around and say, "Oh, you only went to the hotels." I never been to a hotel a day in my life in Dominican Republic, and I'm putting that
Word, not
out
me
there
either.
right now. Not for
Not
real
me
though.
either. I believe you, not me
I,
either.
yeah, and I don't know what a resort looked like. The only time I know what a resort looked like, and I'm going to be honest, when I used to watch Santo Domingo Invita with what's his name? What was this guy's name? Negro Santos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't know what a resort looked like. I don't know none of that. The
Yeah,
only
not me
st-
either.
the only stuff I hear about resort is because my cousins will be working up in Bavaro. That's it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that stuff either. I ain't never had to stay in and stuff like that. You always have somewhere to go, or you have your own crib down there, or something. Anyway, we ain't never had to.
Yeah.
Ain't never had to do it. We always had some. We ain't never had to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, man, especially in the DR, man, a lot of them people they teach English in the DR. So especially a lot of them young people, they understand English well.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'd be like, them people, man, be going down there and don't think they don't understand what they be saying. They actually be squatting on them. They be wanting them to come down for so they could get them. I remember this one passport bro got robbed in Santo Domingo. They ran up on him because they knew who he was. Them cats don't think they don't know who they are. I'm like, man, they know who y'all are. They 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 know y'all coming. They like I be telling them, I said, y'all targets. And they said that movement gonna die because that's like every time one of y'all because they go to the same three countries. DR, Colombia, and Brazil or Thailand. You
Like,
know, that's their pattern, So, all them women in them places, man, they be watching them. They on them already.
yep. That's why. That's why I don't really get the term passport bros, right? Because
Yeah,
everybody says passport bros this, passport bro that, and everybody has the attention on them. But
yeah.
nobody, but you hear nobody talking about the passport sisters. Let's
Oh
be
yeah.
real.
Nah,
Like,
nobody don't talk about
like
that.
you, yeah, like who is the like? Let's put it like this: who's the really the first passport sister? I'm not saying in reality, but
Hmm.
who's the first passport sister, which is actually, even though the story was fictitious, it was when that book came out, when Stella got her groove back. So
Oh,
when that movie came out,
yeah,
you had a lot of passport sisters, but nobody's talking
yeah.
about them. They want to go around and do whatsoever. They want to talk about how they don't like Black American men and this, that, and the third. But 9 times out of 10, when they say, "Oh yeah, we're going out for I forgot. They have a word for it.
Yeah, they be going to Jamaica, DR.
No, no, no,
Because a
no,
lot
no.
of them
But
will come to the DR too, to get them a man. But it's sad though. A lot of times though, I don't know why they're expecting people to love them and they don't love their own people. People look at that. You hate on your own people
eh,
that bad. Ain't nobody ain't gonna a smart person not
that.
gonna take you serious. You know what
I
I'm saying? Because they bash each other too
if
much.
you, if you really look at it, right? But then there's like a special term that they use, and I'm trying to I'm
Well,
trying
mangoes, not mangoes, because
to
they call
actually
girls
get that
mangoes.
what they trying to say. Like, okay, certain people say it's a girls' night. Something else I'm trying to get, but it's
The
like a
hot girl
special
summer
term
or
that they
something.
use. I forgot what it's called though. It's like
Probably the hot
that
girl
too,
summer or
but
something like that.
it's like a different term that they use. That now it's not
Yeah,
it might be that, but it's something else though. I'm trying to
yeah.
think.
They don't think they ain't that popular though, low. But you're right about that. The passport system ain't that popular. Yeah, they ain't that popular. But I don't think they really don't go to. They only go to certain places. But really though, a lot of times with them though, man, they need to start liking each other though, because man, everybody though they got gender wars like crazy. You know what I mean? And I don't like talking about their situation though, because they really ain't none of my business though. But man, they be having ginger wars like crazy, especially on TikTok. Like, I be strolling past, you know what I mean, ginger war stuff like a million times and stuff. And that's why, and then I just leave. I'm like, man, I ain't off this app. And I stay off for hours. But I don't, we all, but a lot of us though, you know what I mean, that got something to do that actually make a living. We don't got no time to be on that stuff all the time anyway. You know how that go. Because you think
Yeah.
about this though, some people that had time, like you could go to sleep, wake up 5 or 6 hours later, man. You be like, man, you have some of the same people still on there and talking about the same stuff. So, and believe it or not, man, a lot of them people don't know though that if they get rid of that app, they supposed to get rid of that app soon. A lot of them people gonna be broke because
Yeah.
a lot of them cats is actually welfare
Only made 13 cents
recipients and
off.
stuff.
Well,
I think that's how much I made the most
I
too.
only
I only
made
made
13
like
cents
eight
off of
cents.
TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Cause we don't
Yeah.
take that serious, no. I mean, it's just for entertainment. That's what I pretty much be on there for. And I don't take it as ain't no career, no. I mean, not for me. But I don't. To me,
Not me
that's
either. I'm like,
I can't do it like that. Make you feel that's like to me that's like a lazy thing, you know. I'd rather go out and get some real money ideas than try to be online, like you say, making pennies and stuff. Take you forever to make $20. That's nasty to me. You gotta be on there for 8 hours for $20. They don't make a lot of money. Yeah. because when they come to TikTok,
Yeah.
most of them influencers and stuff, they be broke. Really, you know what I mean? Some of them probably got bread, but most of them be broke people. Well, you think why they be sweating people, you know what I mean, to give out gifts and all that stuff like that. You know, them cats don't got no money. Because if they really, you know what I mean, did they thing and stuff like that, they won't be wanting, don't care about no gifts.
Yeah.
And then and donations. So, you know, a lot of stuff like that, though, you know, people don't look at it like that. I'm a thinker, so, you know, they can talk good all they want, though, but, you know, I see through a lot of things, you know. I see people pass, you know, you see they cash app thing and the thing, and then they put the thing, they gifts. See, there ain't nothing wrong with the cash app thing to me, as long as you put it out for a real good cause. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Make it look good, at least, not just for nothing, you know.
Yeah, man. Yo, looks like that the fight is starting.
Oh, it is? Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'm about to cut this joint off. So
All right.
Yeah. May the best man win.
Yeah, right. All right. I catch you
You're
on the
always
next
welcome on
one.
my show, bro.
You probably know. No, I'll pop
All
up.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
I see you.